It's time! Today I got time, cuz.
All you hoes, all of you hoes.
Little body, nobody. I'll split people for less than that. You hear me? Less. I'm not a YouTube dork. My mom, I'm really that, bro. Smack the shit out of one of these bitch ass niggas. Moms.
BK, having your way.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chickens, turkeys, rabbits.
Here we go.
So I wanted to do hood rat stuff for my friends.
Facts.
Honey.
What's going on, everybody? Class is in session. My brother from another mother, international. How do you do today?
What's poppin' slime? What's poppin' mentuition? What's
Yes,
poppin' chat?
Yes, sir. We're here.
Let's go.
We're here.
Ozzy in the building. DS92 in the building. Mr. Miyagi in the building.
Shout out, guys. Shout out, guys. We're gonna do another attendance in a little bit, man. But make sure you guys hit the like button on your way in. We have another great stream in store for you guys today.
Another
guys.
one.
Another. Where's my another one at? Here it is.
Another one. Another one.
All right. So shout out to you guys, man. Thank you guys for all the support.
Flex is in the building.
Flex, what's up, Flex? I see you. So real quick, guys. I just dropped the last installment of Cartagena 102 onto the YouTube page. Okay. Again, everybody, all the sauce is taken out of it. We're trying to keep it as PG-13 as we can, or really just not even about keeping it PG. It's just about taking out all the real important stuff. If you want to get all the sauce, okay, you're going to have to join the Patreon, patreon.com/mentuition, and you will see the Cartagena 102 in its entirety. Okay. I'm going to do one more Cartagena 102 that'll basically string all four of them together. So there's 4 clips out. I'm just going to put them all 4 together for those of you who want to digest it in one long form 30 or 40 minute piece. But other than that, the actual video is 1 hour and 18 minutes. So we pulled out a lot of sauce, a lot of pretty much everything you can think of, a lot of game. Okay, a lot of game. So make sure you guys check that out. International, you got anything before we go over the locals and everything?
Are you allowed to say that word game?
Game? I don't know if I'm allowed to say game.
You should have booked a consultation. You ain't had a game.
It is what it is, man. You know how it goes, guys. But shout out to you guys, man. We appreciate you.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
So what we'll do is real quick, guys, raise your hand if you're in class. DS92 Desi comes in with a $2 super chat. He says, about to go to sleep in the UK. Desi, hey,
appreciate you for staying up.
Thanks, man. Thanks for checking in.
Tune in tomorrow. Listen to the recap.
Yeah, listen to the playback, bro.
Playback.
You know, you can we'll leave it up there for you, of course. All right, guys, real quick, let's go over our locals. That's mentuition.locals.com. Guys, that's where you can see all the craziness, all the debauchery, all the strippers, all the booties, all the craziness is on the locals. Okay, guys. So check it out. Yeah, man, we just had another member sign up, guys. We're going to be uploading a lot more on locals, probably tomorrow, guys. I have a lot more footage from Brazil that I'm gonna put on here, as well as I'm going to put some Brazil stuff on the Patreon for those of you who are Patreon members. So guys, all of this is value. I know you guys may think, oh, it's just a big booty chick, you know, that's on the beach, whatever. Like, well, who cares?
I love big booty Latinas.
But I need you guys to understand, man, when you get to see what you're going to expect when you go to these places, it helps, right? Oh, that's what the beach looks like. Oh, that's what the umbrellas look like. Oh, that's like your mind registers it. And then when you get there, you're not as surprised, or you don't have people trying to, you know, gringo price you or take advantage of you. If you guys watch Cartagena 102, we do a whole beach segment where we talk about how some guy tried to gringo price us. You know, we give you guys game on who that was and how to avoid him specifically. There's just a bunch of little like nuggets that we leave on the Patreon that you're not going to get from anything else. Okay. That leads me to the Patreon, patreon.com/mentuition. Guys, you can join up at the $20 general admission level to watch Cartagena 101, 102, all the guides. Again, on that general admission level, if you join, you get 10% off your first month of locals, access to all of our full uncensored travel guides, exclusive behind the scenes footage, exclusive access to our private community, and private exclusive content, our Patreon exclusive content. Next, we have our VIP membership, guys. Shout out to our VIPs. We appreciate you. You get priority chats on YouTube, access to our members only streams, a list of 300 plus remote jobs, one free consultation question answered on Patreon direct message per month, 30% off of your locals membership for 3 months, 20% off of consultations, and 10% off of your merch. Shout out to the big ballers at the All Access Pass. This is how you guys can basically support us at the highest level. So we appreciate all of you. We just had an All Access Pass member join like 2 or 3 days ago. So shout out to you. You get 1 free consultation per month, up to 60 minutes, 25% off of additional consultations throughout the month, 50% off your locals membership for 6 months, access to our personal cell phone numbers. That's my number and International's number, free exclusive member only meetups, nationally and internationally, VIP discounts on our yacht parties, Patreon exclusive discounts on our website services, discounts on our tour guides, and 20% off of the merch. And real quickly, guys, join the Discord. Okay, I want to see more people joining the Discord. It's been a little slow lately of people joining. I need to see more of you guys joining up.
Yeah, if you have any questions, people are hitting us up in the comments. Join the Discord. You can ask us, you can ask other people.
Yes, sir.
Join the Discord, especially since we don't know. We're dropping this Cartagena footage. We got banned already once. We don't know when they're going to take our channel. So join the Discord so that you guys can stay up with us. It's free right now. We might make it paid eventually, but it is free right now. So join up while it is free. Also, Steve went out yesterday, got some crazy footage of some stuff, did a live stream, and then some other stuff happened afterwards, which was pretty crazy. I'll let him talk about that if he wants to. But,
well, let's just say there was some celebrities there, some scuffles, some fights. But if you guys caught the live yesterday, man, shout out to you guys. I know there wasn't as many people in because it went really late and then into the morning. And it was also, I think, what was it? Monday or was that Sunday night? Yeah, Sunday night. So some of you guys were probably asleep or whatever, but check out the live. It's on the page here on YouTube. It's called Coco Miami, which is like a club here in Miami, and they do a Latin night every Sunday, and it was crazy, man. It was lit. A bunch of beautiful Cuban women shaking ass for the camera. You guys will enjoy it, and I'm gonna post the HD footage up on the channel at some point.
Yeah,
okay?
And we're gonna have a lot of locals content from there. And as far as the Patreon, for all the new members that have joined up recently, welcome letters will be going out by tomorrow at the absolute latest. I'm gonna try to get to it after the show, but we'll see. Got a lot of stuff to do before the morning. But the welcome letters with all your discount codes and all that stuff will be sent out, and all of the perks. So shout out to you all, and let's get it started.
Yeah.
Shout out to CJ too. He said, "What's good?" He said, "Medi was a vibe. Appreciate the advice." Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate the support.
Yeah, thank you, brother. Let me go live on shout out to the Rumble gang, shout out to the Facebook gang. I'm about to go live on Instagram real quick, and then we'll jump into the show, guys. But Instagram gets pretty active sometimes, guys. I get a lot of people like messaging in the chat and wanting to kind of join the stream. So I'm gonna go live on Instagram pretty much every show. And then next week, what we'll do is we'll go live from the Mentuition page. Matter of fact, we'll go live from the Mentuition page today. I'll do that in a second once we get into the show. Guys, follow us on Instagram at Mentuition Network. Okay, make sure you guys follow up there as well. All right, let me put this in real quick. That's what I said to her. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Whoopsies. Hold on, guys. There we go. Instagram is whack, man, how they do it, bro. Like, it's so stupid the way they make us go live on here, guys, because I just wish they had a better system. They like purposely make it difficult, and it doesn't really have to be. This is a very popular platform. Yeah, and it is very tedious to do it. And then it only lets us go live for an hour, guys, which is trash. So mid-show, I have to re-put it back up, which is crazy.
Let's get the likes up early. If we get them up, maybe if we have time, we'll open up the panel, or we can open up the panel for some of the members, some of the Patreon members. We might open up to everybody if the engagement's good. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys, real quick too, before we jump into the show, last but not leastly, we do have our membership program here on YouTube. It's called the Mentuition Mafia. You guys can join at $3.99 a month to help us out. If you're on a desktop or MacBook, you can hit the join button right underneath our video box here next to the subscribe button. Or if you click our icon right here, you'll get access to the back end of our website, and then you can hit the join button here. Again, it's only $3.99. You guys get early access to our videos and members only streams. Okay. All right, let's jump into the video, guys. So basically, another death, guys. Okay, of
Scopolamine,
aka what, chat?
the devil's breath.
All right, another passport bro has deleted himself. I won't say the word DIE because we'll get canceled, even though we already are canceled. In Medellin. Okay. And I made a very specific point on the Cartagena 102 that I just dropped to tell you guys that Medellin is just more dangerous. The girls sometimes fly over from Medellin to Cartagena, and then the problems that you guys will see of guys getting scoped
Scopolamine
are actually women from Medellin. So it's very interesting. Like it's not the women that are typically like always in Cartagena that are causing the problems. It's the ones that travel back and forth, or the ones that are in Medellin and or Bogota. Those are kind of the two main places. You don't hear about it too much in Cali, Barranquilla, and some of these other places. And again, not so much in Cartagena, but shout out to DC Born Rob. He covered another story, and this is from a Mexican who got scopolamine. So let's go ahead and bring this up, guys. We'll try to make some sense of it. You know, this is why it's important, guys, to book these consultations. You know, you got to book the consultation.
You should have booked a consultation. You ain't had a game.
You got to have some game. And you got to pay attention to your surroundings and pay attention to your drinks. Okay. So let's bring it up here.
It is September 22nd, 2024, and this is the latest breaking news from Medellin, Colombia, and Colombia as a whole. Let's jump into it. Follow along.
DC Rob's got the info you need, from the East Coast streets to the Caribbean breeze. Travel smart, stay sharp, that's the creed. Knowledge is power, proceed and succeed.
Okay, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever it is you're located. Thanks for watching. You're watching DC Born Rob Erasing Borders. I'm DC Rob. I have about 5 or 6 good stories, great stories. Breaking news. First, these first couple of stories you're going to want to stick around for, but stay around to the end. Remember, you're seeing this first on Rumble. If you want to see the breaking news, got to see it on Rumble. Let's jump into this first story. A Mexican national dies in an apartment in El Poblado. Apparently, he was partying with 2 women. The Mexican reportedly arrived at the building.
Here it is, guys. Again, another story with another guy trying to have a threesome.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
We are the only channel that is telling you guys, do not have threesomes. As fun as it might sound to have 2 big booty Latina girls, right? Big booty Latina girls. It's just not worth it, guys. It's not worth it. You guys are trying to have way too much fun. You're getting too crazy. You're sensationalizing these places too much.
Sensational.
And you guys need to calm down. I get it. Some of you guys have never been around Latina women. Okay. Some of you guys have never been around foreign women.
Foreigner.
So you don't know how to act because you're like, man, why are all these pretty women all over me? Wow, I've never seen a girl with such a big booty. I've never seen a girl with such a pretty smile. Oh my goodness. And you guys get excited. Some of you guys aren't so good looking, right? You're not the best looking guy. And I'm not trying to say you're ugly, but I'm just saying you're not the best looking guy. And you can't court this kind of attention from women here in the States. I am lucky enough to have been able to smash baddies, right? I live in Miami. I see them all the time. I work at strip clubs. I see naked women every week. So I don't get excited for sex. Yes, I'm a man. I still want sex, of course, but I'm not excited for it. And the minute you get super excited for things and you start lusting and drooling over women, that's when bad things happen. They can see it in your eyes. So this is another passport bro, Mexican, but we still, he's still not from there, traveling to Medellin, getting caught up with 2 girls. The last guy that we covered on the last show, guys, he brought 3 girls over. So it was him and 3 girls. So 4 of them. He had to try to have a foursome. Okay, this guy's trying to have a threesome. It's better to deal with 1. If there's 2 or 3, they can distract you. Your eyes can't be on 2 different. You can't watch one girl and then look at the other girl. You can't be smashing one chick and be looking at the other chick. It just doesn't work. They're going to find a way to get you. Okay, pay attention, guys.
building, which was supposedly a hotel. He was partying with two women. Guys, and got to see it on Rumble.
Let's back it up.
Let's jump into this first story. A Mexican national dies in an apartment in El Poblado. Apparently, he was partying with two women. The Mexican reportedly arrived at the building, which was supposedly a hotel, with a friend and two other women. Apparently, they were robbed. On the morning of this Saturday, September 22nd, authorities confirmed the death of a Mexican citizen who arrived without vital signs at the El Rosario Clinic in El Poblado. Preliminary information indicates that this person is in an apartment in El Poblado, along with another foreign citizen and two women.
Wait, did they say foreign citizen?
Foreigner.
I heard foreign, guys. Sorry.
The four people were reportedly partying in the apartment, and it is
T Lethal. What's up, buddy? What's up? What's up? What's up, buddy?
unknown what gave cause to the death of this person. Unofficially, it is believed that the dead Mexican and his partner were allegedly robbed. So the authorities are investigating whether it was an overdose of scopolamine or another chemical. The deceased Mexican's
Scopolamine, the devil's breath.
partner is believed to be in poor health. Another case of sexual exploitation has shaken Medellin. An Israeli.
All right, guys. So before we get into this next story, let's talk about that. Okay. I'm speaking to the chat, but I'm also speaking anyone who's gonna, to anyone who's gonna watch this on the replay. I'm speaking to the travel, these travel groups of guys. You guys got to pay attention. You got to know how to move.
Gotta know how to move.
I feel like a broken record at this point. Almost every week or every other week, we have to cover these kinds of news, breaking news stories. I don't want to cover this. I don't. I'd rather us travel more and give you guys more content or go over good things, right? Last week, not last week, let's say last episode, we brought up a guy who was living in Medellin who's doing fine, right? And he's living there, not dealing with sex working women. He's there. Well, he says he's not, but he probably started doing it and then he stopped. But basically, he's living there trying to date seriously. So we don't try to just go over the working women on the on this channel, guys. We do try to talk about good news too, and guys who are successful there. Shout out to Mikey. We had a supporter named Mikey. Haven't seen him in the chat in a while, but he was living in Medellin for, I don't know, months, and he never had any issues. We've had we've brought up channels like Osborne Oni or whatever his name is, who's the Italian guy who's been living in Medellin for months and nothing's happened to him. So obviously, guys, it's doable. You can go there, you can live there long term, be there for a short term, whatever it is, and enjoy yourself. The problem is guys are getting too happy and they're trying to have threesomes. That's what it comes down to. Stop trying to have threesomes. Okay. And again, if you really, really want to do that, go to a strip club. Go to a strip club. You're much more safe there. Okay. Let's play a little bit more. This is another video about some sort of Israeli person. I don't know what we're getting at here, but let's play it.
Has shaken Medellin. An Israeli citizen was deported after being caught with a teenager. In the last few hours, a new blow to these criminal networks occurred with the deportation of an Israeli citizen.
Wait,
who
say
was
that again. What?
They say a teenager?
Did he say a teenager?
A minor.
I think he did.
caught in a hotel in Medellin with a 16-year-old girl. The Metropolitan Police of the Ibarra Valley, after identifying the alleged perpetrator, made him available to Migración Colombia for deportation. The minor was handed over to the Colombian Institute for Family Welfare.
Did he say minor again?
I believe so.
A minor.
Okay. Just making sure.
Welfare for her protection and restoration of rights. The Secretary of Security, Manuel Villa, announced that operations against sexual exploitation will be intensified in areas such as Comunas 10, 11, and 14, and the city center, where most of these cases are concentrated. Mayor Federico Gutierrez highlighted the commitment of the National Police and the Attorney General's office in the fight.
Now, real quick, guys, we'll play the rest of this, and I think the rest of the stories aren't really stories we want to cover, but again, so there are these guys that are traveling there for what this guy is traveling there for. And he thinks in his brain, well, that's the age of consent there. But yeah, you're not from there. Guys, if you're not from there, right, you shouldn't be doing this anyway, what he's doing with the minors. But what I'm saying is like, you're not, you're still subject to the laws of where you're from. So don't think you can just travel there and cut up and make, stupid choices and you're going to get away with it. They're going to find you. They're going to find you, put you in jail, and probably deport you back here like they're doing this guy. And then you're going to get hit with the book again when you go back to your prospective country. So I don't know what the laws are in Israel or whatever it is, but, you know, I'm sure that the age of consent is not what it is in Colombia. Colombia has one of the lower, Colombia and Brazil have the lowest age of consent. I think maybe there's one other country that's lower than that, but trust me, guys, you know, this is the kind of stuff that gets put on the passport bros, and it has nothing to do with most men that are traveling down there. But there are some guys who are going down there being stupid, you know, fucking up their life and trying to fuck up other people's lives. Okay.
Stupid.
So I just want you guys to understand that. Did you want to comment on that, International?
Now I wanted to shout out the GOAT. He's in the building. King H. Shout out.
Yo, King H, I see you. I didn't even see him for a second.
What's good, fam? Shout out to the first troll of the night. Yeah, man. I timed his dumbass out. Tried to let him rock for a little bit, but I just timed him out. But yeah, appreciate it. Being on top of it, King H, no Diddy. And shout out to you, one of the GOATs. Shout out Ozzy as well.
Yo, what up, Ozzy? All right, let's play a little bit more of this, guys.
Against this crime, emphasizing the importance of dismantling the criminal networks that operate in the city. In this latest operation against sexual exploitation, 6 hotels were closed and a minor rescued in Medellin. Operations against sexual exploitation.
There's so much bad stuff going on in Medellin, guys. Like, Medellin's just terrible. I don't know what's going on, man.
What the hell?
It's like, what the fuck, man? Like, you know, like that's why I'm just like, and I get it. Like, I'm sure people can go there and have a good time. We've just named some examples of people that have went there that are fine, but it's just so much bullshit. Some dude jumped from a building 2 days ago. Now there's something with minors. Now there's this, now there's that. It's just every other day there's something going on because it's such a bigger city than Cartagena and some of these other places. And also Medellin is like known as the party city. Like that is what it's known for drugs and sex, right? Like, so this is why this is why these stories are getting put out so much. So it's a shame, man. It's a shame.
Organized crime in the last week resulted in the temporary closure of 6 establishments that operate as hotels, motels, and hostels in Medellin. The actions were led by the Secretariats of Security and Coexistence, Tourism, Territorial Management and Control, Health, Mobility, and Firefighters with the support of the Metropolitan Police. Among the main irregularities detected are the lack of legal documentation to operate, the presence of narcotics and knives. In one of the operations, a minor under 16 years of age was identified, which raised alarms about possible cases of sexual exploitation in the area. So far this year, 97 inspections have been carried out on establishments. 28 visits to commercial premises have been made, and 25 orders for temporary suspension of activities have been issued. In addition, the authorities seized 2 knives and 9 grams of psychoactive substances. As part of the sanctions, 52 fines have been issued and 2 motorcycles have been seized. Authorities said the crackdown on sexual exploitation is aimed at protecting the safety of users and ensuring that establishments operate in accordance with the law. Now, during this video, I've been showing the Secretary of Security, Manuel Villa, as he's been speaking throughout that video, but you didn't get to hear what he said. I'm going to play that right now and have him say it to you in English. Let's jump into that.
In the last week, the Mayor's Office of Medellin has intensified operations in conjunction with the National Tourism Police and other entities in hotels, motels, hostels, and residences in the city. As a result, we have temporarily sealed 6 establishments due to serious irregularities such as the lack of documentation, the presence of narcotics and knives, including one case where we found a minor. So far this year in 2024, we have verified 97 establishments, visited 28 businesses, and temporarily suspended 25 of them. In addition, we seized 2 knives, psychoactive substances, and have imposed 52 fines for various infractions. These are the results of a comprehensive fight against the sexual exploitation of children and adolescents, as well as our commitment to the safety and coexistence in the city. Therefore, those who violate the law must be clear that they will face the corresponding legal consequences. Only through legality must we convince ourselves that we will be able to build a safer city, one that is safe for everyone. With authority and order, we are paving the way towards tranquility.
They are on top of it. Remember, he is the direct arm of Mayor Federico Gutierrez, so they are after it. They are on it, and props to them for doing their job. In Medellin, prevent.
All right, guys. So we'll stop it there, man. Shout out to DC Born Rob for covering all these stories, man. You know, we obviously we could do our research ourselves, but just going to his page is research enough, and we can kind of give you guys some insight on what's going on in Medellin. Medellin is popular, guys, but again, watch yourselves when you go. There's a lot of, I mean, it's just been so many killings, jumpings to their deaths, and dudes pulling up in motorcycles and assassinating people, and it's just a lot going on there. So it's a New York City type of vibe, and you just have to understand it'll have New York City types of problems. Okay, International, did you want to comment on any thing that you've heard so far from DC Born Rob?
I mean, yeah, you hit the nail on the head. It's the same thing, the same old story, unfortunately. People going over there don't know how to move, don't really care. I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to go over. I'm not going to bring any friends. It's a lot of people trying to do it on a sneak tip. Maybe they don't want other people to know why they're going over there. And then crazy shit happens. So it's unfortunate, and definitely wish those people's families the best. But yeah, man, it's sad. Every show.
Yep.
More people.
Yeah, man, it sucks, guys. It really does suck. But you know, again, if anybody's going to Medi, put a 1 in the chat. If you guys have already been to Medi, put a 2 in the chat. So if you're going to Medi, never been there before, put a 1. If you have been there already, put a 2. I want to see if any of you guys have traveled there and what your experience was. We had a great time in Medi. We always have a great time in Medi, and we'll go back very soon, guys, because we have to put out Medellin 102. I think that's long awaited and definitely needed for you guys. Next time we go, we're going to make sure we hit up more clubs. We're going to get you more exclusive footage of inside the clubs, but also give you guys the play on how to move properly in the clubs and around the city. I know that there's some changes. We're going to upload Medellin 101 starting this week, probably on Wednesday or Thursday. We'll start putting Medellin 101 up. Again, please do not go in the comments and go, Steve, we already saw this before, man. Why are you putting this up? This is old. The barricades are gone now. I'm still putting it up because there's still a lot of sauce. There's still a lot of value in putting it up. Okay, so it's going back up.
Shout out to 2G in the building.
Yeah, shout out to 2G. 2G said 2. He's been there. Ozzy puts the laughing emoji. Yeah, well, it is what it is, guys. All right.
Little body, nobody.
Shout out to Travel Squad, guys. We have 2 new sound bites for today. We have the Travel Squad, little body, nobody.
Little body, nobody.
And we also have the Rello. Okay, Jay Rello, we told you we were going to get another sound bite for you, man. Here it is.
I'll split people for less than that. You hear me? Less.
Oh, man. Awesome. I split people for less than that. You heard me? Less. All right. So shout out to him, man. Shout out to him. Shout out to Rello. We appreciate him for joining the panel on the last stream or the 2 streams ago.
Moms.
All right. So again, guys, watch your drinks in Medi. Don't try to have threesomes. That's what we've learned from that. We're going to go over to Cartagena because I heard about this, guys. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but I got to play this clip because sometimes DC Born Rob, he's pretty accurate. Okay. He's pretty accurate in some of the news he reports, but this one right here threw me off a little bit. Let's go ahead and play this.
Okay. Authorities in Cartagena. That's right. Over to Cartagena. Authorities in Cartagena closed 8 popular nightclubs on Transversal 54 following numerous complaints of excessive noise, crowds, and street vendors. This operation, led by Secretariat of the Interior and Citizens Coexistence, along with the Metropolitan Police, targeted establishments like Majestic, La Chula, and Delirium Gastrobar for failing to meet legal requirements. 2 other businesses were also shut down for noise violations. Additionally, a man was arrested for drug trafficking during the operation. The authorities extended their inspections to several other neighborhoods known for public order issues, with multiple agencies participating in that effort.
All right, so I hit up Danger. Shout out to Danger, the hookup. I said, yo, Danger, is Delirium shut down? Because guys, you know what happens when Delirium shut down. We have to do our breaking news, okay? Breaking news, guys. Delirium, the best club in the world. All right, the greatest club I've ever been to, besides Dolce Vita, of course.
And Scandalos.
And Scandalo in Sao Paulo, Brazil. The 3rd best club that I've ever been to, Delirium. It might be open, it might not be, chat, we're not sure. But DC Born Rob has dropped a bomb on everyone. and he's letting everyone know what happened to Delirium, chat. It's closed, guys. Or is it closed? We don't know. We'll find out very soon. Man.
What?
That's what he's saying. I don't know. He's saying that Delirium.
Where is that?
I don't know. Okay. So I had to hit up Danger because now we're plugged in. All right, we're plugged in to Cartagena now. We can just text motherfuckers like, yo, what's going on with this? And they're like, no, that's true. That's not true, or that's true, or that's false, or whatever. Right. And so I hit up Danger, and Danger, let me just read the text from Danger. Because we gotta make sure, we're not reporting on things that are incorrect. So Danger said to me, he said, hold on. Okay, he said they'd be lying. Said they'd be lying, fake news. He said, I got a new video coming today. God willing, I already made it. So,
Mentirosa?
Yeah, exactly. Mentirosos. So sometimes, guys, I don't know if maybe Delirium got shut down, I don't know, for a day, or maybe they just came by and inspected something. Don't always believe what you hear, okay? I got people in Cartagena right now that are going, for a couple days. They're traveling there. He's got a buddy that was just there, just got back to the States, had a great time. He had these clubs weren't shut down to my knowledge. So, there's still a lot to do, guys, even if one or two clubs get shut down. Typically, again, it's temporary. It's not a long-term thing. Delirium is now off the grid. If you guys watch the new video that I just dropped, Delirium is no longer in the walled city. It's actually less likely they'd get shut down because they're not around all the other bars. Okay? They're not around all the other bars. You gonna say something?
Nah, man.
Okay.
The Delirium shit just threw me off.
Yeah. So make sure you guys are paying attention, and travel to Cartagena, have a good time. Okay. Just wanted to bring that up because DC Born Rob is typically right, but this time he was wrong. All right, guys. So next we're gonna segue to Brazil. Okay. So we went from Colombia to Brazil. Okay. Shout out to our boy Xavier. We're gonna play this video. He recently did an interview with Skylar talking about how much money he saved since he's moved to Rio de Janeiro. But we had an exclusive video with him, and we'll probably bring him on the show again very soon. He's always back and forth from Miami to Rio. Keem said, I was there last week. Yeah, and it wasn't closed. Exactly. So maybe, again, what I think happened, Keem, was maybe they came in and they questioned them. Maybe they shut it down for the rest of the night. It was probably already 2 a.m. and they didn't care. But again, were they closed permanently? If you come and shut them down for some sort of violation, that happens here in Miami. That happens to certain clubs. If they're over capacity, they'll shut you down. If they, think that there are drugs, they'll shut you down. But typically it's for a day. They can't just revoke your license and shut you down permanently unless you're doing something crazy. And I don't think they're doing anything crazy at Delirium. I think they're trying to stay as legit as possible because they're making a lot of money in there. When we go to these clubs, me and International are looking at the artwork and the lights. I mean, these guys are dropping. It's cheap in Cartagena to, have construction people come in and do certain things. But Delirium's nice. A lot of the clubs have done renovations, guys. So watch the Cartagena 102 video I just dropped at, 2 hours ago or so. And you guys will see some of these clubs. They're beautiful. They really are. There was one me and International went into. Remember that one that had the rooftop?
Yeah.
It was beautiful, man. It was very upscale and classy. Very upscale and classy, even for Cartagena. So things are changing there. So shout out to our boy Xavier. I want to play this. He did an interview with Skylar DeRowan. But let's play our video that we have with him first. Take a shot for me. Take a shot for me. So shout out to our boy Xavier. He basically goes around the beach with his saxophone. He rizzes a lot of beautiful Brazilian baddies up. There were two right there, but he does this for a living. He comes here in Miami. He meets celebrities. Let's bring up his IG real quick too, actually. Real fast, because he's always with some sort of celebrity, man, which is super dope.
Shout out to DS. He said in the West that would be harassment. Yeah, man. Yeah,
So
you get the
goodness.
police called on you, all that. Bruh, you do that and it's game over. Like like it's game over for them chicks once he come up to him with the saxophone like that. And
100%.
yeah, me, him, and Steve just went to the beach, just risen up chicks, getting their numbers, all that shit, talking to them, kicking with them afterwards. Like, yeah, we all cleaned up there.
Yeah, shout out to Xavier. Super dope. I know he was just with was it French Montana or somebody?
Yeah.
He was chilling with somebody.
Look who's in the chat.
Who's in the chat? Oh, this is the Andrew Show guy. Is that him?
Yeah.
Put him back on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Andrew Show.
Pull up to the panel.
Yeah, pull up to the panel, man. You can't just type that and not pull up, man. Pull up.
Firstly, this dude, he's calling us a clown for promoting sex tourism, but I've seen him promote sex tourism.
Andrew,
I've seen him promote sex tourism, actually doing it in real life. We're not even promoting sex tourism, but I think he's mad because we talked about how Jay Rello went into his show and made him apologize to him and talked bad to him the whole time and all that stuff. So I think he's.
I can't even find his channel, bro. Your channel is too hard to find, brother.
We got the link if you want to pull up to the panel.
He ain't gonna pull up.
Get flamed.
He ain't gonna pull up.
But
pull up, man.
Because out there,
you can get it too. All y'all YouTube dorks. Shout out to Rello. Shout out to all the YouTube dorks.
I'm not a YouTube dork. I'm really that, bro. Smack the shit out of one of these bitch ass niggas. Moms.
He also hid that video. He also hid that video of Rello.
Yeah.
He took the video down of Rello. I was looking for it earlier today.
So
I could laugh.
I don't know this guy from anything. We watched his show a few times. International really put me on this guy. I really didn't know who he was. But he are you sure that's him?
Yeah, that's his name.
Well, this is the Andrew Show 40 though. Is he under
that's his name.
Oh, okay, that's his name.
Yeah.
That's his real name. So he's under a burner account.
I guess so. I don't know. He a cornball.
All right. Yeah, I mean, these are people that I don't really no, this ain't him. I'm trying to pull him up on IG. Anyway, these are people, guys, that I don't really follow in particular. International follows some of these guys, and he'll tell me about them. And he told me about the specific altercation between.
Well, I don't follow him. I didn't subscribe to his channel, but Jay Rello was on the one day, and he was talking about e-begging. I haven't seen his show since. I haven't been in his chat. I haven't.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is, I don't know who. Like, I've never met this. He's not on Razor's panel. He's not in our space. He's just. I don't. When is he ever anywhere where we are? Ever.
I don't know.
Right. So he's probably upset for two things. One is because it's funny that he got flamed by Rello when he did, is what it is. And two, we brought up his page last time and we talked about how, and I told him it wasn't no hate. I just said he's not really adding any value. He's making a bunch of random videos trying to be like everybody's doing this thing now where they're trying to be like a gossip channel. And so he's doing okay with his numbers. I'm looking at his numbers now, but you got to add more value than just doing that. Or if you're doing that, it has to be a good show. It has to be a great show. So shout out to him for having Floyd on, and he's done some things that I think are cool, but I just don't see some of these guys ever growing because they don't have the mindset and mentality or the perseverance to put out great content consistently, but also they're just boring, right? It just is what it is. And this is my opinion. It's not a hating thing, because we don't talk about the Andrew show on this show, guys. This is the first time you'll ever hear us talking about it like this.
And
so,
last.
Yeah, so it is what it is. But anyways, brother, the link is dropped. If you want to come in, you can certainly come in. Keep it respectful, or we will flame you and we'll make some sound bites out of that. But I guarantee you he doesn't pull up to the panel, because people, they can do it behind the keyboard, they can do it on their own show, but they will not come on your show. They won't do it. 9 out of 9. Okay.
I mean, he saw what happened to the last few people that have. You got Cock Carousel tried to talk shit.
They try and they fail.
You got a couple other YouTubers that tried to talk shit. They got flamed.
Guys, we are not the ones, bro. I keep trying to tell you, YouTubers, bro, just stop, man. We're not bothering any of you guys. We're allowed to comment on your content, or you can just as you can comment on ours, but we're not a hater channel. We don't hate on anybody. That's not what we do here. So it is what it is. But shout out to our boy Xavier. Let's get back to the show. A shout out to our boy Xavier, living his best life here in Miami, traveling from Miami to Rio. Let's bring up this interview that he did with Skylar. I think this is very important, so I want you guys to check this out.
On a Tuesday with DJ P, and this beach is looking good. My man DJ P just ran up on 2 baddies, by the way.
Actually, this might not be it.
That's a subject for another video. It's pretty much wide open out here in Ipanema.
Oh, no,
so we on the beach. It's a Tuesday.
Hold on, Chad. I don't think it's this one. I think it is. Is it this one? Here it is.
All right, so discuss this. But what it's saying here is a 2024 expat report found that 47% of expats had to leave the country because they wanted a lower cost of living. That's crazy. It's a wake-up call, according to them. So we're going to get into this wake-up call in this interview here. Stand by. All right, so we have a Gen Z individual here who I just so happened to run into, who found my channel, 21 years old, and has left the United States and now lives here in Brazil and is living a good life. This is exactly what I tell brothers to do. In the flesh, we got one. All right. So what I'm going to do is we're going to let my man tell his story real quick and break it down for us, bro. Talk about how you found my channel. Talk about why you moved to Brazil, why you picked Brazil, and how much money you saving.
What's up, family? How y'all doing? My name is Xavier Joshua. You can find me on my Instagram at XJ Miami. I came across Master Teacher's page when I was 21. Right now, I'm currently 25 years old. I was living in Miami Beach. And, you know, anybody that knows Miami, you already know, yes, it's a fun place. Yes, the beaches are beautiful. But it is one of the most expensive places in the world. And also one of the places where you catch the biggest headache, you know, just dealing with the people. Between the people, the dating, and the cost of living, it can be a handful, bro.
That's facts, guys. That is 100% facts.
That's facts.
Okay, Miami is one of those places, man. It is, as Ozzy said, it's a paradise for rich people. It is. People who are rich enjoy this place. If you make a lot of money, and I'm talking about 7 figures a year, you will live nice here and you'll have a great time. There's a lot to do. There's beautiful restaurants, beautiful beaches, exclusive parties, beautiful women, all kinds of things going on here. Yacht parties, everybody passes through Miami. Okay. Mostly every artist, actor, it's Miami, LA, New York, right? Those are it's the triangular, travel path between those 3 cities. But Miami is awesome if you are good at building connections, or like I said, you have money. You have a lot of money. So, shout out to those who are doing well for themselves that live here. However, most people aren't doing well for themselves in this world, and let alone to afford to live in a place like Miami. So it's a beautiful city as far as the sights that you'll see, but the attitudes of the people that are here, it's just frustrating. It's just frustrating. So, Xavier hit the nail on the head with that, man. He really did. Did you want to comment on that?
Yeah, I mean, Xavier's living a good life. I literally just talked to him a few days ago. He's like, "Oh, when you coming back, Al?" I told him, me and Steve got some work to do here. But I'll be back soon. And he was like, yeah, we definitely got to get up, all that shit. But yeah, me and him were on the beach like every day when I was down there. Just, I said, just go out, rizz up baddies, hit them up. You know, even though the haters say we're all P for P, that's not the case. Yeah, man, we had a good time out there, and I can't wait to get back out there.
100%. Yeah, man, 100%. Shout out to Xavier. Let's play a little bit more, guys.
Now me, I've been making over 6 figures a year since I was in my teens, bro. Okay, so you know, a lot of the contractors against brothers in the passport movement, they're talking about these niggas are, these people are broke and not doing anything. Well, I got a 6-pack right here, feel me, and I've been doing 6 figures since I was in my teens. Okay. But what I realized in Miami is that I'm working, and I'm not saving any money. I'm literally just breaking even just to pay my rent, to eat, and pay for Uber.
Yeah, guys, and you don't have to live like that. You don't have to live like that. That's the shitty part, is that you can either move out of Miami, which to another part of Florida, or move out of the country like he's doing. Okay, he speaks fluent Portuguese. He's got a Portuguese Brazilian chick right next to him there. He's, you know, dating her. She probably don't even know what he's saying right now, but he can flip-flop between English and Portuguese, which is dope. So Xavier has that bilingual thing going for him, which is cool. And yeah, man, he has a really good personality. He's young-minded. He'll grow and he'll get more, you know, he'll learn more as he gets older. When I was 21 or whatever, or he's 25, I think. So yeah, Ozzy, he's a little older, but I'd say give him like 3 to 5 years. Once he hits like 30, he'll be solid. He'll be good. When you hit 25, it's kind of like you're still trying to find your way. Once you get to your 30s, you're like, okay, I don't want to be going out partying and smoking whatever all day. I just want to, like, you know, get serious. So Xavier has a good head on his shoulders, and I think he'll do fine. He'll be fine. But it's cool that he saw Skylar's channel, because I think that's helped him. Shout out to Desi. He said Miami is the Cartagena for rich people. For $3K, you can sleep in a hot with a with a hot Latina waitress. In Colombia, you may need $200. Yeah, man.
In Colombia, you may need $50, $60.
Yeah, less than that. Less than that. But yeah, no, I've said that before. I said I literally have said people that are in Miami, you know, 5,000 to them, and they're rich. 5,000 to them is like $5, or 500 to them is like $5, right? So when you go to Cartagena, or you go to Medellin, or wherever you go, where it's, you know, our dollar stretches farther, you become a Miami rich person or a Cartagena rich person, because now you can rent the yachts and you can get the VIPs and you can have the girls. It's the same thing, guys. Some of you guys are going, no, it's not the same thing. It is the same thing. The only difference is prostitution is illegal here and it's legal in these countries. But all these thotties that are in the sections in Las Vegas, all these girls that are going down to NBA All-Star Weekend and doing all this shit, right? Like they're thotties, man. They're going in there and they're banging, you know, having sex with guys for the experience. They are, guys. It is what it is. I'm telling you. So you guys got to pay attention. All right. Let me put this back here.
Exactly. And when I saw Master Teacher's channel, when I saw Dennis's channel, feel me, and I saw about Brazil and how damn cheap it is over here, I had to go over there to check it out myself. And man, I mean, monthly, as of today, in 2024, my bills run between $4,000 and $5,000, and this is just to live. This is just my rent, and my Uber, and my food. I pay $2,500 rent, $1,000 Uber, $500, sometimes more for food.
And this is Miami, right?
This is Miami Beach.
Do you want to successfully date women abroad? Keep in mind, now I live in.
He's like you.
Anyway, thank you, bro. But anyway, so listen. here in Brazil, I really have to struggle with my rent included. I have to struggle to spend more than between 1,500. If I really go hard, I'm really treating this beautiful queen out to lots of dinners and stuff. I really have to try hard to spend 2K. Okay.
Imagine that, trying hard to spend 2K per month, guys. Trying your hardest to go crazy and like buy things and eat takeout every day and go to some nightclubs, and you're barely spending 2K a month, right? That's the kind of life that you can live in some of these countries.
That's
Okay,
the way it was for me. I had to try.
Yeah,
it wasn't easy spending 2K.
Yeah, I mean, don't you guys want to live somewhere where your dollar stretches far? Or do you want to listen to the idiots that go, you should just try harder and get your muscles up and just no, guys. I think there's a point of no returns to trying harder to make money. Do you understand? See, some people may clip this and say, you're just promoting laziness. No, the companies are built, right? You put it like this. You're never going to get rich working for someone else. Okay, that's number one. So any of you guys that are talking about, I'm going to build myself up, unless you own something, you're never going to build the type of wealth that you would need to say you're rich or wealthy. Do you understand me? So there was a kid, he said, this percentage of people are athletes that are rich. This percentage of the people that are business owners are rich. And then there's a small percentage that are like heart surgeons that are rich. He said 0% of people that are, that are rich or that want to be rich, they aren't employees, right? So if you're an employee, 0% of employees in the whole world are rich. I want you guys to understand that. So if you plan on living a steady Eddie life here in the United States and you think you're going to just make enough money to get rich someday, you're not. You gotta own something. You gotta start some sort of product-based business where you're selling something that people want. You gotta, I don't know, get lucky with crypto or something or hit the lottery. You gotta figure it out. So if you could take your little measly $30,000 or $40,000 a year and work somewhere else and only spend $2,000 a month in total for groceries, dates, everything, your rent might only be $200 a month, $300 a month in some of these places, guys. That leaves you with a lot of money extra left over. Your groceries may only cost you $200 per month for the whole month. You could buy a month's worth of groceries for $200. So now you're at $550, let's say 500. So $300 for your rent, $200 for your groceries. What else are you doing? You don't need a car. You can Uber everywhere. Ubers are $1, $2. This is the truth, guys. These passport bros, you're selling them a dream. You're trying to make them. No, guys, this is real. We can show you receipts. I can show you my Uber receipts right now. I can screenshot my Uber receipts from when we were in Brazil and show you how much it was. These are facts, guys. So these YouTubers that come on our channel, like Andrew Aragon, you're promoting. No, I'm promoting men living a better life. I'm promoting men having options. And I'm teaching guys how to move properly so they don't get scopolamine, so they don't get, thrown off of a balcony, right? That's what we're doing. These guys that are going over there for the P4P are the most vulnerable, and we have to help them. People like this Andrew Aragon guy, he wants to see more men die. He would rather come into someone else's channel and go, you're promoting sex tourism, you're a sex tour, you're a trick, you're a this, than say, you know what? For the betterment of men, I'd rather these guys get out a message that guys shouldn't have threesomes at their hotel, should have a security guy, should check their drinks if they're going to indulge in it. If they're going to do it, there's a proper way to do it so you're not getting screwed. And see, it's easy to say, International, it's easy to say, hey, don't do it. That's easy to say, guys. We can't just tell you guys not to do something because we know you're still going to do it anyway. So the next best thing is really just giving you guys advice on how to do what you're doing more safely, if that makes sense. Okay, you're not shooting up drugs. You're going there and you're having sex with women. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, it's not the end of the world. People have sex. It is what it is. International, did you have anything to add to that?
Nah, man.
Okay, cool. Are you looking up? Do you have a video?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. I have another one. Well, actually, let's play a little bit more of this, guys.
Over the course of over the course of 2 months, that's a $6,000-$7,000 difference. I mean, that's night and day, bro. Feel me? So over the course of 60 days, that's a $7,000 difference. That's almost $10,000 difference.
So you stacking your paper up?
I'm stacking my paper up, and I'm working less. And I mean, just everything is better here, bro.
Are you investing your money at all? You want to talk about it?
So every year I max out my Roth IRA. Feel me? Every now and again, once the cryptos going down a bit in the red, you know, I throw a couple hundred in. Nothing that I'm gonna lose sleep about. Throw a little bit in the crypto.
Okay.
Feel me? And that between that, my retirement, my crypto investments, and my active income.
Shout out to Mr. D in the building. I see you.
Honey.
Mentuition goat.
Mentuition goat.
Mr. D.
Mr. D.
Gotta say the whole thing.
The
It's like a
Mentuition-
pimp named Slickback.
Mentuition goat, Mr. D. Shout out to you, man. And shout out to Wiza. He says, moms.
Moms.
Yes, sir.
I'm more than good. I'm more than good here.
Especially at your age.
I'm only 25.
Yeah.
Feel me? By the time I'm 30, I'm not even gonna be working no more. Shouts out to Master Teacher.
Hey, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you.
Buy the Voyatic system.
Yeah, there you go.
Buy the Voyatic system.
I should clip that. I gotta clip that. By the Voyatic system. I don't know why I want to sound like that, but I think I'm going to.
You want to be laid up like this? Buy the Voyatic system.
Buy the Voyatic system.
I just want to say,
Chat, buy the Voyatic system. Yeah.
I might have to buy the Voyatic system myself right now so I
Yeah.
can instant transmission over there.
Hey, we can instant trans.
Again.
Moms.
Yeah, again, like we just did.
Mm-hmm.
Buy the Voyatic system.
okay, hell yeah. Let me take the mic from you, but I appreciate you. I got to give my little points too. But yeah, shout out to him, and we got my man Dennis over here. Look at Dennis. Dennis was supposed to be in the video with me, but guess what?
Skylar always be catching dudes at the worst times. They be chilling with the girl, and then they get in the video, and then they be super mad. It's happened in like 2 or 3 vlogs recently. But yeah, shout out to him. Shout out to these brothers. We love to see brothers out here living life, doing their thing. You know, we love to see that, especially somebody like Xavier, man. He's young. I wish I was in Brazil at 25. If I was in Brazil at 25, I've had me about be on my 9th kid so far.
Yeah. 1,000.
I'd be on my 9th kid. But luckily, you know, for him, he's over there making moves, able to travel back and forth, able to make money while he's over there. And he's just doing really well for himself, and I'm happy for him.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Xavier, man. Shout out to Xavier.
Shouts out to him and the younger generation. They have so much access to information that wasn't available 10 years ago. 100% facts, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's facts.
Hate to sound old, but
we're old, bro.
Whenever I was a kid, it's like, all right, if I wanted to learn about Brazil, how the fuck do I do that? There's no internet. How the fuck do I do that? I got to go to a library.
Yeah.
In a library, they're not going to have no books, the passport bros shit. They ain't going to have nothing like that. But maybe I can look at an encyclopedia and learn something a little bit about it.
Yeah.
And it's like,
guys.
In order to get to the library, you had to have transportation. If you didn't live in a place with that, like in like a city or something, you know, it was hard to have transportation to get over there. Shit's like 5-10 miles away. So it's like, people nowadays growing up with this information like ours and information like a lot of other people traveling that wasn't available 10 years ago, like they're definitely lucky. And, you know, it's allowing a lot more people to see the world. But I'm happy. I'm happy that, you know, people are getting the information regardless of when it is. I'm happy that, you know, there's people older than us that are just like, damn, man, we appreciate you guys putting this information out. We really need it.
100%.
So it's like, you know, it's better late than never at the same time.
That's
So,
right. That's
yeah.
right. Mr. D says y'all old. Look, Mr. D, we're old. We're old in the sense that we were born before computers came out, before the internet came out.
Born in the 80s, crack baby.
So we're not old, of course, but we're old enough to where we remember that you had to use what was it? What was that thing called for maps?
MapQuest.
No, before MapQuest, there was like this book you guys.
Oh,
before
you had to have
MapQuest,
like a atlas.
An atlas.
Yeah.
You had to have my grandfather had an atlas.
My
in his
dad
car.
had an atlas. My dad used to he
Y'all
used
don't
to
even know
drive
what-
he used
they
to
don't even know
drive
what
cabs
atlas is.
part-time. So
yeah,
he had an atlas that like literally mapped out the entire
Yeah.
entire everywhere.
Yeah.
Like that was really the only way.
It wasn't like turn left or right, guys. It was just like a
you had
map.
to read this book while you're
Yeah.
driving
Yeah.
to figure out where the fuck to go.
And then MapQuest came out, which was you could do what it
You could print
it out.
Yeah,
and it
was
give you
like
the
a
turns.
GPS, and it would give you the
Yeah.
turns, and that was a little bit better.
MapQuest was
Yeah, you had to have an atlas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to him.
Yeah. So before a lot of people stop at MapQuest, but before that, you just had to have a map.
You had to have an atlas.
Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, man, we're old in the sense of like you just couldn't get on the computer and look shit up.
Flex said his pops used to drive semis across the country. He also had to have an atlas. Yeah, that's the thing, man. If you ain't have an atlas, then you couldn't get anywhere. Like it was tough.
Stupid.
Or I remember, explaining to people, you have this long distance phone call from this family member that lives in a different state that you had to pay crazy money to. Like if you made a phone call that was across state lines, it was like a grip.
Yeah.
So they're charging you a grip per minute. So you trying to hurry up and explain to them, all right, take this exit, turn left here, turn. And then if they got lost, it was like they lost. They don't have no cell phone.
Yeah.
They had to find a payphone somewhere. Like, yo, yeah.
Yeah. And even what you're saying, you would even like, let's say you're just looking for something. You'd have to stop at a gas station and ask somebody. They go down to the corner, make a right, and then and then you'll see a 30-mile marker. Like you have to pay attention to mile markers.
Yeah, mile marker.
Bro, y'all don't even. Some of y'all young motherfuckers don't even know what a mile marker is. Bro.
And then it's like,
yeah, like what the fuck, man?
And then it's like if they have no idea what they're talking about,
then you're lost.
Then you're lost.
Yeah, if they're
you got to find somebody else.
Stupid. Yeah, you basically you're fucked.
Yeah.
It reminds me there's a scene on Dumb and Dumber where they're trying to go to Aspen, Colorado, and Jim Carrey's character takes the wrong exit and he goes to like Nebraska or somewhere like 40 or 50 miles the wrong way. It's because they don't have a GPS.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. All right. Okay. So let's play a little bit more of this video with Skylar and
shout out to 916 at Frisbee.
Hey, I love Frisbee.
Honey.
916, what's up, brother?
He met a girl on the beach. Dennis met a girl on the beach. Hold on, let me fix my mic.
Always at the worst time.
Hold on. No, I said Dennis met a girl on the beach and he forgot about me. It's all good though. No, he forgot about me. You know what I mean? But it's all good. It ain't no issue.
He was occupied.
No,
I was occupied with his various interviews.
No, that boy Dennis had forgot about me. But it's all good. Hold on, Dennis. I'll pass it to you. Do you have anything to say about this?
She said she don't want to do it.
Pause it real quick. You.
Okay.
I had one last thing. I forgot what I wanted to say, but I remembered it now. So now we live in 2020, 25. And it's like, okay, people are still like, you ask somebody like where something is, or, you're meeting up with an older family member and they're trying to like give you directions, play-by-play directions, like it's 1992 and shit. And I'm like, yo, I'm not listening to a word you're saying right now. I'm just going to put it in my GPS. Like, I'm not listening to the go left here and all that. I'm just putting it in my GPS. So I think that's hilarious.
I wonder if MapQuest still works.
I wonder if it does too. While you're checking that, a shout out DS sending a €5 super. He says, this passport bro movement is about traveling and making money. Wasn't popping until the 2020s. In 2010s, it was traveling PUA movement and mostly the white guys. Yeah, man. Yeah, we've made a huge impact in this community, man. A lot of us. And I'm happy to see, a lot of people that are part of the channel traveling more and more and more. And it's just great to see. I love it. My barber, he just got back from Cartagena. He had the time of his life. He's like 21, super young kid, got a good head on his shoulders. I'll be giving him game on finances and stuff. He's been saving up like a shit ton of money. I'm just proud of him. I'm proud of him.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, man, I'm happy to see, I'm happy to see what this movement's becoming, especially for minorities. Like it's crazy.
Shout out to Flexico. Let's go over to Flexico's neck of the woods, guys. Hold on. We're going to skadoodle on up here. All right. Breaking fucking news. We're in Cartagena right now. We're going to take a stroll down the pipe here. Pause. We're going to zigzag this way. Go this way. Go that way. Go a little further. Up. Guys, we're almost there. Let me zoom out because, God damn it, it's far. Wow. Would have never thought. Would have never thought the greatest place of all time. Lord Flexico has put his stamp on this one. Shout out to Lord Flexico and all the girls and big booty Latinas that he has. Where, chat? In Barranquilla.
I love big booty Latinas.
Yes, sir.
You are out of line.
Why can't I say I love big booty Latinas? How do you figure that?
All right, guys. This is exactly where Flexico was a few months ago. He was in this particular house here. It's called Clínica Bautista, which that's a clinic, which is not good. Hold on. No, it's clinic. Yeah, it is a clinic. Damn, Flexico. You got some explaining to do, dude. All right. I don't know what's going on, brother. But yeah, man, shout out to Barranquilla and all you guys who have traveled, and Santa Marta as well. We got to go here.
Yeah, we will. We will. Shout out to Ozzy. He said you could also say military guys were the original passport bros. Yes, sir. Steve's grandpa was a military guy, and he
they didn't have a choice though. They got stationed in different countries. So yeah,
he always had some interesting stories from Korea and Vietnam and all that stuff. So
yeah, man, there's so many stories, man. I loved hearing my grandfather's stories when I was younger, guys. I was one of those kids that would ask my grandfather to tell me stories. Remember the kids that used to run from their grandparents back in my day? I was like, no, go ahead, tell me the story, right? I want to hear it. Like, as long as he didn't tell me the same story 1,000 times, which if he did, I would cut him off and make him tell me something different. But I loved my grandfather, man. He was a cool dude. He traveled the world, Japan, Vietnam, bunch of different cities in the United States, bunch of different countries around the world. And I'm sure he's had his fair share of foreign women. Did I say foreign? I think I did.
Foreigner.
But also just meeting foreign women as well. So shout out to all the military guys, man. You know, yeah, you're the first passport bros, I guess you can say, or travelers. But guys, we have to take care of business. We have to get our rocks off. We have to smash chicks. I mean, imagine being stationed somewhere for months, if not years at a time, and not banging girls there. Or maybe you're there for only a month or two, and you're probably gonna go to a strip club, but you might bang a ex-working woman. It might just happen. It's not something that happens often with certain military guys, but some guys, they do. They indulge, and it is what it is. We're men. I want to make a space where we're not shaming men for that specific thing. I don't think it's as big of a deal. I think we always are paying for sex with women, and women, again, they know that we're supposed to get some buns at some point. And what they try to do is get as much out of you without giving you sex. Right. So they know that money that you spent on that date and all these things, you're like, she's like, well, he's paying for it. He's paying for it. And he's not necessarily paying for my vagina. Okay. I don't know if he's going to get that from me, but I cannot feel my vagina. In their mind, it's like, okay, he spent all this money. He spent all this time. When are we going to have sex? Or when am I going to give him the pussy? Right. That's what women are doing. But she's playing you if you're doing all this stuff for her and she doesn't give you the pussy. That's when she's laughing at you. Okay. So you guys got to pay attention to female nature. All right. But shout out to all the military guys for sure.
Mr. D said his hometown's Cali.
Cali, Colombia. Yeah, man. Cali.
With Cali. Cali's
they got some
looks dope.
I think, in my opinion, some of the baddest girls I've met here in Miami that were from Colombia were from Cali, Colombia. Cali has some bad bitches, bro. Bad bitches. So shout out to you, Mr. D. Where is Cali at? Isn't it over here?
You don't have it pulled up.
No, I know. I'm just trying to find it before I pull it up. I thought, here it is. Cali, Colombia. There it is. Yeah.
Shout out to Sin City in the building.
Sin, what up? What's good?
You want to pull up? You are more than welcome, Sin. Also, any other family of the channel, any Patreon members, You want to open it up to them?
Yeah, we can open up the panel for a little bit, guys. I think we have. Did you have another?
I'm gonna leave that video alone for now.
Okay.
But yes.
Okay. Let's we'll drop the link, guys. And a shout out to JD with a $10 super chat. Appreciate you, brother. He says, "What up, though, Steve? I need to book that one Colombian chick in the YouTube short you made. You know which one I'm talking about? LOL. How could I book her? Can you ask on the spot in Colombian?" Oh my gosh, bro. So look, what I would say, bro, is if you go to Delirium, you'll probably see that girl. Okay. I don't have her information actually, and we typically don't do the
we can't
give
share,
out girls.
we can't share info.
Yeah, but just go.
Yeah, hit up Delirium.
Hit up Delirium, aka Androgen, and you're gonna see her there along with many others. But I just thought that was a moment. She was walking, that's the thing with footage, is like she's walking towards the camera, she pauses for a moment. It was just a beautiful moment, right? It's just a beautiful moment. Sometimes as a videographer, it's kind of like art. You know what I mean? You're really trying to capture what you'll see in Delirium. I had a hater, shout out to the haters. He was like, "Did you record all the women in this video with their consent?" I said, "Dude, like, you guys have to understand that content sometimes is catching people in their own natural habitat, right? I'm not saying, again, put the camera on someone's skirt or follow girls in the bathroom. You know what I mean? Like, what I'm saying is that sometimes in Delirium, I had my phone out, by the way. I was just pulling my phone out, and you guys will see it's at eye level of me going like this. So, some of the girls are cool with it, some aren't. But it is a public club, and the staff doesn't say anything. So if the Delirium staff comes up to you and says, "Hey, no recording in our club," then you can't record. But otherwise, they don't give a fuck. None of the owner don't care. No one cares, but the women. So, and not all the women, some of them. And also, if you're spending money and they're in your VIP, you're popping bottles, you can record them all you want. That's why I don't play those games with the recording thing, because I know it just all depends on the situation. Depends if she's on her period or not, right? It's all these depending factors. Man, I'm just going to pull my camera out and get some good footage. So check out the video we just dropped, Cartagena 102. We dropped the nightclub portion of it. My bad. That's the last installment. And you'll get to see some of the, you'll see Delirium, the new Androgen. You'll see Omnia, which pretty much looks the same. Dolce Vita shut down, but it is now a restaurant. All of it's on there. And then I display like 3 or 4 other clubs, some of which are, with working women, and then others are more just like local spots. Because some guys don't want to P for P every night, right? Me and International go to regular clubs when we go to Cartagena. We're not always at Delirium every day. We go to rooftop bars. Yeah, apparently we are. But there's rooftop bars. We have the footage. We have the receipts to show you guys. Okay? Shout out to King H. He says, likes are lagging a bit. Smash that like button. Yeah, guys, we got like 40 of you guys in here. Let's get the likes up to 40 likes. Anybody who wants to join the panel, we did just drop the link. Otherwise, guys, we will wind down here in a few minutes. We're going to make this a short show if we don't get a panel, because I am tired and I have to get up super early. MK says, Steve, where can I purchase the earring? Real trendy now. Shout out to MK. I think that's Mikey.
No, that's not Mikey.
That's not Mikey.
That's that DR.
Oh, okay. I thought that was Mikey. But that's Amazon, buddy. Hit up Amazon, Amazon.com, man.
That's dude, he's a troll.
Okay, I don't know if he's trolling or not.
No, not right now, but he be trolling us.
Okay.
I've seen him before.
Okay.
He was the one that was pretending to be Mikey that one time. Remember? He's like, but then he goes and he be talking shit all the time.
Okay. Yeah, whatever. Okay. So yeah, guys, if you want to pull up to the panel, we just dropped the link again. We'll pin it. Otherwise, we'll do one more story and we'll close out. I know it's a little bit of a slower night tonight. Some of you guys are maybe asleep. Some people missed the class today, but it's all good.
Jojo says Free Floyd.
Free Floyd, yeah. Yeah, definitely Free Floyd. We got Flexico in here. What up, Flex?
What's good with your boys?
Chilling, man. Chilling. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah,
How
man.
you been? Where you going? When you going back home?
He's going to Barranquilla again.
I'm probably going to be heading out that way in December, but next week I'm hitting up the Bucks versus Eagles game, and then and like the first week of October, I'm probably going to Puerto Rico. And your
Okay.
boy not paying for nothing.
Damn. We got to hit you up. We got to talk about some things
Yeah.
offline, but yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm living one of those sugar baby lives right now.
Hey man, get in how you fit in,
Hey,
brother.
yeah.
The women do it to us. Ain't nothing wrong with doing it to them, man. Some of you guys got to understand. Use people, but don't use them for bad. You can use people for good as long as you have a good heart and your intentions are good. There's nothing wrong with using people. The problem is when you use people, you kick them to the curb, act like you don't know them anymore, or you're an
Exactly.
asshole. But I've learned now that I'm 36 years old that yeah, man, if there's a woman that fucks with you or she likes you or she is willing to buy you things or pay get you to go to a timeshare, whatever she's trying to do, don't always say no. It's not about you're broke. It's just about she's trying to help me. She's trying to further what I'm doing. So
Yeah,
she's
because
part of the team.
I didn't ask for neither one of those. It was just offered to me. I was like, well, shit, how much I gotta come up with? How much I gotta pay? They was like, nothing. I said, shit, don't mind if I do.
Hey, shout out to Mr. D. What up, man?
I just wanted to
What's going on, Kings?
What up, GOAT?
Stop it.
Bye.
I'm a mid-level exception guy. Dude.
Dang.
Nah,
we got Barranquilla in here. We got Cali in here.
Trying to tell y'all, man, Cali is the vibe.
We need a Medellin. We need a Cartagena. We might be Cartagena.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this though. I'm gonna tell you this about Barranquilla. In Barranquilla, you won't know if she's a Colombian or a Venezuelan. I swear to God, like they are basically almost the fucking same over there.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Mr. D, why do you like Cali so much? Can you give us a little game on why you enjoy Cali? Because I've had some brothers go to Cali and they didn't like it because it wasn't like Cartagena and it wasn't like Medellin, which that's the whole purpose. It's not supposed to be. But what do you like about Cali?
That's the number one reason. It's not so much tourism over there.
Right.
It's actually like being at home. The infrastructure reminds me of the mid to late 80s, early 90s Brooklyn.
Mhm.
You know,
Shit.
the females, the Cali curves is definitely for real over there. And you got 85, almost 90% Afro Latinas. Oh man.
And the booties is real for the most part. They ain't
Exactly.
It's
And
real.
that's why Cali is my next stop.
Yeah. Nah, man.
We'll be there.
What's that club in Cali that seems like it keeps getting put on the internet, Mr. D? It's like this big club. It looks like an ultra club, and it's like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking. I forgot the name of it, but I
That
know what
joint.
you're talking about.
Yeah, I think it was on Flyboy's video. It's like this
Yeah.
ginormous club, and it's just girls everywhere, but it looks like it hold about 1,000 people in that mug. But
Yeah.
Mr. D ran into Flyboy too while he was.
Oh,
Didn't
yeah.
you run in?
Yeah, I ran into him at the Petronio Alvarez festival and
That's what's
whatnot. That was, I think it was the first day and whatnot. I ran into him over there. We had a little short convo and whatnot. We was like communicating through YouTube, like some of the shorts he was putting up, and I had went to like one or two spots that he had went to as well. You know what I mean? But it's definitely a vibe over there. I can agree with y'all, with the whole Uber thing. Like Ubers over there was just pretty much costing like $1.25. I mean, probably the most expensive Uber I took was from to and from the airport. And that was like $11 to $12.
right.
But other than that, it was crazy, man.
And you know what's crazy? For them, it's like if I can get 20 trips a day, that's $20. Or if I can do 50, you know what I'm saying? Like
that's like 100.
Yeah, like they just need that. You know what I'm saying? They do that many trips. That's not a bad I mean, they probably don't give them a great percentage, but still, like,
you know, the rent over there is like $300, $200.
It's got to be $200-$300 a month in Cali.
So
yeah, it was dirt cheap.
Yeah, man. I want to go to Cali. We should do Cali, Barranquilla, and Santa Marta. I think those are the 3 international. Yeah, we'll go to, and maybe we'll pass through Medi and all those on the way. But I think we need to hit some of these other spots, and even if we don't do a breakdown, we can do like a short little video, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, just kind of talking about those places. But Caleñas, man, them Cali chicks, bad, bro. So bad.
They serious, man. I was saying in the chat, and I had mentioned it to Al. I caught me a Russian Colombian.
Oh wow.
That combination is, oh my
yeah, that's
goodness.
wild.
You got to hold on to that one and don't let it go.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, you got to
that was
hold on to that one.
And you know what's so crazy? You know what's so crazy? She had both the Russian and Latin accent at the same time, yo.
Damn,
That's wild.
that shit was probably sexy.
I don't believe you. That's how AI.
Yeah, that was probably crazy.
Guys, wow.
Yo, that's insane, bro.
I'm just looking at some Cali footage right now while we're talking. I'm just kind of looking at some of these videos, as they would like to call the creep cam videos. But he just walking through.
We'll be there. We'll be there.
Yeah, he just walking through.
You know, I like afros.
Like when I go to Colombia, like I don't really like doing like touristic shit, to be honest with you. Like when I was in Barranquilla for the first time, like I was in Barranquilla for my second time, but my 4th day there or my second time was the first time that I seen the big ass colorful tower thingy. Yeah, but that was my first time there. And then also I went to like, it was basically in a way kind of like a private public beach. It was like one of the beaches that like only the locals know about it, but the shit was dope.
Oh wow. Yeah, so you are, look at that, look at her booty. You are
Rewind that.
You Flexico go there and then you're like staying with a family or something, or what's the
Yeah, so my first time there, you know, I booked my consultation with you guys and I followed the complete plan, Airbnb, security, took my, you know, doorman and all of that. But my first time there, I found this family that just basically invited me into their home and everything like that. Like when I went to that big ass block party, that I had posted in the Discord, when I left there, bro, I was in Soledad and it was like 4 a.m. So it would have taken me by cab, it would have taken me another 30 to 45 minutes by cab to get from where I was at back to my Airbnb. So they just invited me to stay the night with them, and one night turned into like 3 nights.
Damn. So you still keep in contact with them, right?
Yeah, when I was there this last time for a week, I stayed with them the whole entire week.
Okay,
Damn.
that's what's up, man.
She got any friends? That's my question.
She got any friends? Yeah.
She got any friends?
Bro, look at this, bro. So it's the dynamic is crazy, bro. So she has, so who stays with her, it's her mom, her brother, her niece, and her niece is pretty as shit too. Her niece, and then her nephew, and then her nephew girlfriend basically stays with them as well. And it's crazy, bro, because they all live in a 4-bedroom house.
Damn. It's nice to go over to these places and then you live like You don't need all this materialistic shit over there. And it's just like
Bro, I
so
swear to God,
basic.
bro.
Like that shit's dope. That shit's dope.
Yeah, it is, bro. Cause like over there, I'm not really like worrying about like no TV, watching TV and shit. Like every day is the family chilling together. It's like whether they're at their house or they go um to one of the other barrios and hang out with their cousin or their sister and shit, bro. It's just a whole every day is family. It's like a family vibe. It's like almost like a big ass get together with the family, bro.
And Flex, you don't know Spanish, right? You're not fluent.
I'm not fluent. I know when they're talking, okay, so the costaneos, they speak fast as fuck. Like they're like they speak fast as fuck. So I can't really understand them, but I can hear certain words and phrases that kind of get the gist of a little bit of what they're talking about. And then they're also teaching me Spanish as well.
Yeah. My thing
But
is
nah, bro, I don't know shit.
I put up like a video, an old video of me on a date with this chick. Now this was back like in January or so. I was on a date with a chick. I'm using my translator and shit, and everybody was or it wasn't everybody there, but there were a few trolls that were like, he doesn't even know the language. Well, firstly, I had only been there at like 4 or 5 months at that point, so I hadn't really got a chance to learn it, but I'm a lot better now than I was back then. But anyways, I'm like, y'all niggas behind y'all keyboards making fun of me for being on a date with a chick.
Bruh,
Like, that's my thing. You don't
the
have to, you
dynamic
don't
is
have to
different.
yeah, you don't have to necessarily know the language to be able to date out there. And we ain't talking P for P. I'm talking about actually dating. It's not an
Yes.
absolute must. I recommend it highly because it definitely helps out a lot. If you do, you have a leg up, you have a huge advantage. But if you're smooth, you got the sauce, you could still go over there and date. However, like I make it look easy. Flexico makes it look easy. Steve makes it look easy. Mr. D makes it look easy. We make it look easy. It's not as easy as it seems to be to go, especially
But
Spanish is a little bit more
it's
forgiving.
easier than they think though, bro.
Yeah, it's easier than you think, but at the same time, Spanish is a little bit more forgiving. You ain't going over to Brazil and just doing that shit like off rip. Like it's hard as fuck for me to get that to pull that shit off as it is. It's hard enough, but you can still make it happen. You know, it's not impossible. So
So like how I kind of do it is like I said, I know enough to get me by. I know like if I'm in the store, if I'm at like a street vendor, I know how to tell them what I want and I know
yeah,
how to
same
ask
here.
the price and everything without having to use like my Google Translate. But when I'm in the house and I'm having like deep and intimate conversations with the family and shit,
That
I'm
ain't
trapping off of Google Translate.
yeah. Yep. And sometimes they like I said, you got to do it a certain way, but it's possible just for all the people because YouTube is just full of a bunch of regurgitated information. So it's like,
Yeah.
you got to learn the language. You got to do this. Yes, you do need to learn the language. That's very important. Yes, I will never tell you not to learn the language. I will never say it's not important or anything like that. However, you still can get by, you know. And for me, the fuck do I care about, you know, if another person's impressed by my knowledge of Portuguese on YouTube? Like I don't care about that shit. And if I
Like
need
for
to use
real, bro.
Google
I'm
Translate, I'm gonna use
actually
Google
out here.
Translate.
Like
Yeah.
I'm actually out here. You're
Winning.
watching me out here.
Yeah, you're watching me win. So yeah, man, that's I like the fact that you made it work. You went out there, bro. You was outside, and we gonna have to hit Barranquilla together one of these days because I want to be up in the barrios with you, with the families, kicking it, chilling. You know,
Bro,
living that
bro,
life.
they gonna love you for real, bro. Like and they're not like the normal like Venezuelan or like Colombian family, like their diversity is crazy, bro.
Mhm.
It's like because like I'll call her my wifey, my girl, or whatever. My girl, she looks white,
Mhm.
but her mom and her cousins are basically they are basically Afro Latinas, but they're all from Venezuela. But then her niece looks Colombian and her brother looks Colombian. But then it was just weird because, like I said, she looks like a straight up white girl.
Mhm. Yeah.
Shout out to
But
King H.
she's black.
King H says foreigner.
Yes, sir.
So real quick, Mr. D, can you describe your like your experience with the women using like Google Translate? Like how difficult or how easy was it when you were in Cali to have conversation with the women, and were your jokes or whatever, like your flirtatious, behavior with them, was it working, or did you find there was some issues with the language barrier?
Before you answer, Mr. D, I just want to say this real quick because I got to run downstairs real quick. But Mr. D pulled up to Rio, right? This dude touched down. We hit the steps. We're going to the steps. As soon as he gets there, Mr. D had him two baddies taking pictures on the steps. I was like, damn, Mr. D, like you just got here 5 minutes ago. Already had two baddies. Kicked it with them.
We call that a sniper.
Yeah.
He just sniping them out. Just pew, pew. Just sniping them off the steps.
He got off the plane winning. Don't know a lick of Portuguese. So it is possible. It is possible. Like I said, definitely learn the language. Definitely that will help you. You'll have a huge advantage over. If I knew Portuguese, man, I'd have all the infinity stones. Like that's all I need. I walk around just snapping my fingers and have whatever I want. But even without it, it's still possible to be successful. So I'll leave you with that. Mr. D, you could take over. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Well, Steve, I had sand on the beach when I was in Cali, but the little bit of interaction that I did have, because my eyes wander and stuff like that, and I still interact. It was a lot better from the last time I was in Colombia. I didn't really have to use Google Translate as much because I've been, over the course of time, learning based off of all the interactions that I would normally have in these places. So like ordering food, like Flexico said, or in the cabs and stuff like that. If I had questions about certain things or certain types of food or whatever, those interactions was more or less what I was having. Now, on being back in the States, there's still communication with a few people. So being that it's so repetitive, like we'll do a video chat or something like that, being that a lot of things that we say between one another is so repetitive, it's a lot easier to conversate because we're saying pretty much the same things.
I
What I'm saying?
Okay.
But what I've learned with my particular learning style, learning Spanish, basically I'm not, writing down a sentence and repeating it over and over again. I'm just listening to it. And then let's say like I'm in the car or whatever, I might be playing Spanish music. So the words that I know and the words that I'm hearing through that study, I'm paying attention to see if it pops up in the songs. Sometimes the songs will say some words that you're familiar with, and there's even words that you're unfamiliar with, but eventually over time, you'll learn to put them together. You know what I'm saying? So that's been pretty much my course of action when it comes to studying that. But I did better than when last time I was in Colombia. So
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yeah. My first time when I went to Brazil, we had the little WT2 earpieces where you talk and then she has an earbud, I have an earbud, and we could just have a conversation. I recommend you guys getting those WT2 earbuds. Okay. If you're having issues with communicating with women. So some of you guys who don't want to do the phone thing, you can do that. Now ChatGPT has a thing on your phone where you can say, hey, ChatGPT, I'm going to speak in English and my friend's going to speak in Portuguese. Can you please translate everything I say in English to Portuguese and everything she says in Portuguese to English? And you guys can set the phone down and literally just go back and forth talking very quickly. So, we didn't give that sauce out when we first used them, but now the cat's out of the bag and people are reviewing them. So it's not a big deal. But one of our first interviews with Brazilian women were on those earbuds, and it was awesome. I got some pussy off of those earbuds.
I was
I got some pussy off them earbuds.
Same
Chicks was
here,
loving
bro.
them shits. Matter of fact,
I took them shits on a date.
Yeah, hold on. We had 3 girls over our crib, and we turned the earbuds on, and they didn't know we knew what they were saying. So we put the earbuds in, and we're like, and then they figured out like, oh shit, they know what we're saying, and so they were trying to whisper, and we're like, we still know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Unless the earbuds don't catch it.
We bruh, there was this chick in Sao Paulo that was
I'm gonna get the earbuds now, no cap.
Yeah, she was effing me. And so like they choose. The thing about Brazil, like when they choose you, like they choose hard. Like she was just staring me down. So I went up, I got her number, and then I met up with her and took her out on a date. And then I brought those earbuds. And she was like, bro, it was like instant, like all over me, because she was happy that, though I didn't really know the language, we had a way to communicate with each other. So she was like super excited. Yeah. And then those other Brazilian chicks that were over there, Steve giving out the Polynesian sauce, but it's like you said,
we just gave the brand.
They are. I'm not mad this time, but yeah, these earbuds are the shit.
I think they look like these. WT. What are they called?
Time Kettle.
Time Kettle. Yeah.
We were the first YouTubers to do it, and then there's been other people after us.
Here they go.
Then now reviewing them. But yeah, we were the first ones to do it, and I was so mad. I was looking for that video the other day because I'm like, I want to put up some more Brazil shit. And I was going back looking, and I forgot that was like one of the live streams that got deleted off the channel that we didn't have backed up yet. So I was like, damn it, man. But that was such a dope interview, and them chicks were so bad. Them chicks were so bad, man.
Yeah, so it supports over 40 languages. You can download, I think, the languages. So if you're offline, because I think it uses your cell phone coverage, but you can use them without it if you download the ones that you can save to the thing. But man, super dope, man. Like this is some real travel shit right here, man. So again, we drop a lot of sauce on this channel. These are more like whack looking. I wouldn't get the over the ear things like that, but you can get the like conspicuous ones. I hate that they're white. They may have some black ones because that's the only thing. I mean, I guess they look like AirPods, but
they were trash after a while. They just stopped working. I think that they wanted you to get the newer.
Yeah, they updated them.
Updated ones.
Yeah. So anyway, check these out if you guys are avid travelers and you're really going around and you want to date women, not working women, but women in general. This is a great assistant that you can bring with you for sure.
Hey, yo, speaking of cell phone coverage and everything, when y'all go to somewhere like Colombia that is a rural and mountainous country, make sure you got good cell phone coverage, because I got AT&T, bro. AT&T, is top 2. And when I was in Soledad is rural. So like when I was going from Soledad to Barranquilla and vice versa, and you don't know where the fuck you at, and you can't really pull out your cell phone like to see where you at, shit get a little sketchy, bro.
It's funny that you say that, Flex, because I was in Peru and it was one of my last days there, and they had like one of them nationwide outages. I had no idea what the fuck was going on. Bruh, I ordered Rappi, right? I Rappied some food to my crib. So I'm at home with the Wi-Fi and I'm Rapping it. So then I go downstairs and for some reason my credit card wasn't connecting. So they told me like they needed cash because it didn't. I guess every other time I used Rappi, it would automatically deduct from my card that was on file.
Right.
But this time it didn't. So then they're telling me, oh, I need cash. Well, in Peru, they don't really have a lot of ATMs. Well, in the spot where I was at, they don't really have a lot of ATMs that are close. So then I had to go and tell the dude, like, bro, I don't have no cash on me. I got to run to the ATM real quick and get some. Well, that real quick turned into like a half hour. I'm trying to find the ATM. I can't use my GPS. Like we talked about earlier, we got all this shit now that's great, but when all that shit's down, you don't know what to do. I can't use my phone. Then I couldn't answer any calls. I couldn't answer any calls. So the dude thought I was trying to scam him out of the money. And like I finally returned like 45 minutes later, found it, got the money, returned later. And you know, it's at nighttime too. So I'm having to walk around by myself in like a not so great area. And then I'm just like, oh, if anything happens to me, nobody's gonna know because my phone's off. But you know, I made it work, got the money, gave it to him. He was cool with it. I gave him like a tip for like a good tip just for no diddy
Pause.
for making it for waiting.
God damn.
And not getting pissed off, just like he was cool the whole time and didn't lose his cool. But yeah, it was a pain in the ass. It was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, like another piece of advice for everybody that you guys might not have thought of going over. Make sure you have a major credit card with a goddamn chip on that bitch.
Yes.
Make sure that bitch got a chip because I had a regular basically kind of like a prepaid card that I had loaded money on when I went over there or whatever, but the bitch didn't have a chip on it. So when I'm at like the airport or like the ATMs trying to like get money or some shit, the bitch ain't working.
Damn.
So I gotta hit up my mom and like, Mom, can you send me some money?
Did you say moms?
Nah, you gotta hit up
I
your
had to hit
Mom.
Come on.
I had to hit mom.
Mom.
And boss had to send me like 500 through the Cash App on my regular card, but when I got back, I paid her back or whatever. But it was just, yeah, bro. It was one of those moments, just like,
that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Well, no, man. You know, it happens, man. Mr. D, have you had any travel horror stories where you just like forgot something? Maybe you couldn't pay for something, or has everything pretty much been smooth?
I think. Let me see.
Nothing happened in Cali. You everything was.
Oh, Cali was smooth. I think when I went to Chile, it was crazy because I got there like close to midnight, and one of the worst things that you could do is exchange money at the airport. But it was almost like, matter of fact, what happened was I didn't contact my bank before I left.
Yeah.
So I was unable to use Uber.
They locked that shit.
Yeah, they kept declining the transaction.
yeah, because you're in a foreign country.
Yeah, so
foreign?
what? There you go. So for Cali, I went to the bank and I was like, look, I'm gonna be here for such and such a time. They was like, we duly noted, we gonna put it on your account. And I had no problems. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then the other thing that happened, I had to download InDrive, which InDrive is definitely, if you don't got Uber, InDrive is definitely something you want to have in your phone as well.
Actually, to be real with you, InDrive is better than Uber. It's cheaper.
They on the come up.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. InDrive, they about to beat Uber out or something. They trying to.
Yeah,
Well,
you get to
because
negotiate the price.
Uber in a lot of places in Colombia is actually illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said they
Yeah.
can negotiate the prices on, and you said you can negotiate.
Yeah, on InDriver you can negotiate the
Yeah.
price.
In drive, what happens is, like, let's say you call for the in drive. So what I did was I would pick where I'm going on Uber and see if it's cheap on in drive or go vice versa.
Same shit I was doing.
Yeah. So now on in drive, not only you don't have to you could use a card or you could use cash, whichever way you want to go. So on in drive, what happens is they'll tell you what would be the suggested price. And you put it out there, and the drivers decide whether they're going to take it or they'll counteract and put a bid for it for you.
That's
for
what's
you
up.
to decide.
You know what's great about that is that Uber will never stoop to that. They're so cocky. They're never gonna. They do what essentially what you're saying is they fish it out to other people, but they don't let the customer do that. They do it themselves. So the fact that you as the consumer can say, "Hey, I'm $10, motherfucker, $5 or $1," and someone can take it or not take it or come back with a bid on rides. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope.
And another nice thing about InDriver is they offer more than just the rideshare services. Like they offer shit like where you could send a package and some shit like.
Yeah.
Okay, Uber has it now.
Yeah, they got
Okay,
that now,
yeah. Yeah, I should have said yeah, because do the packages and shit like that.
But you can't bid on the pack. You know what I'm saying? You can't set the price. So the fact that you can set the price that's the key. The key is, Uber wouldn't do that because they're so big. They're so big now. They ain't gonna go. We're gonna let the consumer. Maybe, but I doubt it. They don't need to. They don't need to. But that's what's up. InDrive is here in Miami now. You know what I'm saying? It's everywhere.
Miami isn't America though. So,
yeah, this is definitely a Latino.
This is South America.
We are in South America. You're right.
Yeah,
basically.
Bro, we saw this baddie, bro. We got out the whip. We was going to some restaurant about 2 hours ago. This big booty Latina chick, man. The thing about hair is it's just gonna cost you so much more. They're so much more cocky. You know what I'm saying? Like their heads up,
Americanized.
Yeah, she was beautiful. You know what I mean? And I shoot my shot most of the time, but sometimes I'm just like, ugh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, you know what I mean?
Bruh,
the video we were talking
the whole
about.
state of Florida now, though, because like if you where I'm at, I'm in Daytona, which is basically Central Florida, the I-4 corridor, Orlando, Tampa, Daytona. So riding that strip, bro, is nothing but fucking Puerto Ricans. But then lately, like everywhere I go, any Latina that I meet, I always ask them where they're from. Every Latina that I've met in, bro, like the past 3 months have been straight Venezuelans.
Wow.
That's what you attract, man. You got a superpower or something, because all you attract is Venezuelans, man.
Yeah,
and they bad.
Yeah, Venezuelan women, bro.
They bad.
I don't know what it is, bro, but everybody that I've been talking to lately is Venezuelan.
Yeah, it's a superpower, man.
Yeah, man. I was at this party yesterday. I don't know if you guys caught the footage. This Cuban party, here in Miami, man. Cuban women, don't sleep on them either, man. They are beautiful. Let me bring up a little footage for that before we wind down here, because man, oh man,
they bad.
Cuban
bro,
girls,
it's like Cubans been here so long, bro. I almost put them in the same category as American women, almost, bro. Like.
There's some baddies.
Yeah.
There's this Venezuelan chick that me and Steve cool with here too. That she's a star. She a star. Yeah, this footage was dope. Shout out to the GOAT, another GOAT. We got 3 GOATs tonight on the show. King H in the building. He said, book the consultation or you definitely ain't gonna have the game.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, King H.
You should have booked a consultation. You ain't had a game.
So yeah, guys, this was yesterday. I basically got a pass to go to the club and just film for y'all. So some of y'all probably what is like? So I'm gonna do a lot of this for y'all, man. I'm gonna just take y'all into these Miami clubs and just
y'all welcome
y'all what we get to see You know what I'm saying? This is Miami, man. It's just even when they in their 30s and 40s, they cute. You know what I mean? So this is
Swear to
Cuban.
God.
These are Cubans here. Cuban women are bad, man. I fuck with Cuban chicks.
We got some celebrity footage too. Certain celebrity pulled up a huge big name
Hold
celebrity.
on, she thicker than a motherfucker in the white. Them thighs is
She got a
ridiculous.
tongue ring. These girl be freaky too.
Turbo thick.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Let me see what else we got. I'm just going through.
Oh my God.
But yeah, a big name celebrity pulled up and then got into a fight. So we got that on. We'll put that on the Patreon and all of that stuff. But yeah,
Miami and Houston is celebrity fight central, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of them,
Typical Gucci shirt.
some of them are. Yeah, this is
Yeah,
Miami.
that's Miami. You got the purple, you got the Gucci, you got the every time I see it go out, you see gallery department
And Gucci or
Louis. I just hate that. Like, people don't know how to dress in my wearing a shirt that says Gucci on it ain't got no swag, man.
Nah, the worst shit I seen is the whole fit Dior's, bro. The whole Dior fit is ridiculous.
That too. Or them Gucci pattern outfits. That shit's trash too.
Yeah, man. So anyways, yeah, you guys can watch this in its entirety if you want. There are some parts where it goes black or dark, I should say. But that's because I just didn't want to have the light on people's faces all day. You know, you want to get the best moments, but it's still really good footage. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop it for you guys and give you the I'm gonna give you guys like the highlights of the night. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you guys the highlights of the night.
Hey, no cap. The bottle girls be where it be at though.
Yeah, the bottle girls. This girl was cute too.
Ooh-wee.
I had this. So there was this Afro.
Hold on, did I see
Afro.
some titties? Good God.
The Afro Cuban girls, man, they're so beautiful. Oh, she's Cuban, man. This is not a black chick, y'all. This is
Where's that person in the chat that's gonna say she's a 4? Where's the person in the chat that's gonna say these are all 4s?
Yeah, let me explain.
Nah, the black girl, send condom.
Yeah, she's an Afro. She an Afro Cuban, man. So these Afro Cuban girls are beautiful, man.
That chick right there sing condom too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's primero. That's
when I saw her come in, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get her on camera, bro. I guarantee I get her on camera. Her not.
Hey, that's the one. Hey, look, I don't usually condone this, but that's the one you just get a wallet to and just be like, whatever you want.
Ozzy says Hulk smash. Yeah, man. Monday Night Raw. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So this is
Swear
kind
to
of
God, Friday Night SmackDown.
This is what we do on Mentuition, man. We show y'all girls like these other channels can't even do this, bro. Like who else do you know goes in a live camera in a Cuban club and just films bad bitches shaking out? You're not gonna.
But Steve, also you got to think about it too. The situation. You in Miami as well, bro. So they're used to cameras all in their face and shit.
Yeah. Well, no. I know that. I'm just saying, can't nobody do it like us. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. They not like us.
Right. Miami is a particular place, where you can just. She was the one in the white was really cute too. She was the one where you kind of saw her ass earlier with these white pants on. But yeah, man, they were out. This one actually, the sleeper is the one that hold on, I'm gonna get her. The sleeper is the one behind the girl in the white. She's actually the prettiest
with the black on.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put the camera in her face. Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna try to. There we go. Her, she's bad. Like that's the one I actually wanted on the camera.
Damn.
And you could tell that's not a lot of makeup either. That's pretty much bare face almost.
Yeah, this is the top of the top. Like these are the most rich Cubans here, but also like Cuban rappers and stuff. Like this is like in the scammers, right? This is like drug dealer, scammer, Cuban. Like this is when you think of like they all have Cuban chains. Like it's just like the Miami archetype, the Miami starter pack for like, you know, of what you think when you think of Cuban.
The Miami Cuban starter pack.
Yup. So, anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the footage, and you guys definitely got to check this out. But we'll close out here. 916 says, Steve, show them cheeks from Brazil you showed on the beach. Wow, we
Yeah.
What are you talking about, 916? Some girls' cheeks on the beach? I think he's talking about one of our live streams. I'm not sure. But I'm gonna try to come here every once a week, guys, or once every other week. Maybe I'll try to come to this party. Okay.
Bro, the Latina scene is crazy, bro. Like, just overall, the dynamic with Latinas is crazy because you'll see, like, for instance, in Colombia or like Miami is a little bit different, but for instance, like in the actual countries, like you'll see a dude and he'll be with the baddest Latina out of the world, and you're just like, how the fuck, bro? Like, how the fuck did you get that?
Yeah, man.
My thing is, I can go to Barranquilla, I can go to Rio de Janeiro, and I can get it for a fifth of the price. I can get it for a tenth of the price. And I'm not talking about P for P. I'm talking about just what it takes, getting them out on a date, getting their numbers, all that
Just a
stuff.
living.
The peace of mind you get is like, bro, it's just, you can get those quality girls over there, and you take them out on a little $10, $20 date.
Hey, another thing that a lot of people don't know about Colombia is each city has its own perk, like has its own little thing. For instance, like Barranquilla. Barranquilla is the second biggest city in Colombia, but it's one of the cheapest as like property prices and like living expenses. It's one of the cheapest places in Colombia to like live. Like the rent in Barranquilla is dirt cheap. Then when you go to Cali, food wise, is the cheapest place for food in all of Colombia. And then Bogota, if I'm not mistaken, Bogota is the cheapest place for, like, if you're into coffee and shit, it's the cheapest place for coffee. And I believe clothes in Bogota is dirt cheap as well. And honestly, Medellin is the most expensive place in all of Colombia. But that's because it's the most known and the most touristic. But yeah, Medellin, out of like all of the places to live, Medellin is the most expensive. Cartagena is the second expensive, and then Bogota comes in right after. I think Bogota is a little bit more expensive than Cartagena.
All right. Well, guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna wind down here. And
Shout out to Travel Lover real quick. He said it's interesting. I did not see that quality of Cubans in Havana. Yeah, man. Miami's got some bad Cubans, and they get the best of the best from Cuba to come here. So that's
You got to go to the hood in Havana to get the bad
they're
Cubans.
here. They're in Cuba.
Yeah, they're definitely in Havana.
They're in Havana.
But
a lot of these girls are fresh off the boat. Some of them. All right. So what we'll do is let's give Flexico a moment to give any final thoughts. Then we'll go on to Mr. D, and then we'll close out. Flex, man, we appreciate you pulling up, brother. Did you have any wise words of wisdom for anybody, or for us, or for the chat, before we close out here?
I don't really got any wise words. I just got a little thought that I had. Like, no cap. Since like I found like the passport bro movement and like this channel, I ain't gonna lie, like one of the best things that has ever happened in my life. Like shit like this has really changed my life. Like before finding this channel, before finding the whole passport bro movement, get your passport, go to another country and shit. I hadn't left the South, bro. Like me in my adult life, I hadn't been past Georgia. I went to Kentucky when I was a kid, like 7 years old, for a wedding. I don't even fucking remember. But like in my adult life, I haven't been past Georgia. first time getting on a plane going to Colombia. So since making that that trip to Colombia, since just saying fuck everything and just living life, bro.
Mhm.
This has been the best time of my life, and I'm almost 30, bro.
Hey, man. Well, I'm glad that you know, were inspired by the Passport Bro movement, by the content, the content we put out. And I'm just glad that there's more brothers traveling, man. So shout out to you. And we haven't even been to Barranquilla. So what's really cool about the newer travelers is like y'all go places sometimes that we haven't been or other travelers haven't been. And so it's just dope that I think it's real dope that you even went to Barranquilla and also like didn't want to do the touristy stuff. You really wanted to like hang out in the barrio. So
Yeah.
shout out to you for having the courage to do that for your first time.
Kids, don't try that at home.
Yeah.
Don't try that at home. But yeah, man.
Gotta know
Flex
how to
knew
move.
he booked a consultation
Gotta know how to move.
and he learned a lot and he felt comfortable doing it. We don't recommend it, but now he's good. Like he can go there whenever he wants to.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, getting out of your comfort zone, taking risks, all that stuff, as long as they're calculated, is great. And I'm proud of you, man. You're in your 20s doing this shit. Like I said, man, I wish I was in my 20s doing that
Man, I
shit.
turned 30 in November, bro. I'm 30, bro.
But still, you in your 20s doing this shit. That's good. That's those are the reasons why. Not just people in their 20s, that's great, and I'm super happy for them. But then even the people that were older than us that like we went to Cartagena and it was just like a bunch of people in their 40s and 50s, and they were like, "Yo, keep making your content. We appreciate it." All of that stuff, and it's just great to see the impact that we're having on people as well as this movement. I'm happy, we're inspiring people to travel. We're happy that other channels are inspiring people to travel. And then, we got Mr. D traveling, we got so many people out there, like dope people that we've met over this past year. I mean, I joined the channel in January, man. Ever since, even before then, I was traveling. I was already in Brazil, but I joined the channel in January, and it's like just everything that I've done since then, man. It's almost a year. Like it's been a crazy year. So I'm happy to see the impact that we've made in that little time.
Yeah.
And bro, it's not just like overseas shit, bro. It's like in my everyday life, like shit like that has changed as well, bro.
Good.
So,
that's what's up, man.
Keep it up, man. Keep now's the time. Me and Steve were talking about it earlier, man. Your 30s is time to turn it up to the next level. It's time to get set up. My family worked they worked their ass off even at an older age. So for me, I was like, I'm gonna get it while I'm young so that I don't have to work and do what they did, so
right.
Now's the time to turn that shit up like 15x. That's why we've just been working so hard, grinding like crazy.
Yeah. Well, Flex, man, thank you so much for joining the panel. We appreciate you,
sir.
brother. And we'll see you on the next one. We'll be here on Wednesday. So thanks, brother.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, fellas.
Appreciate it, bro. I'll hit you up too, Flex.
Yes, sir. Got you.
All right, guys. That was Flex. We're gonna drop him down. Mr. D, the GOAT, Mr. D. Thank you so much, man, for joining the panel as always, sharing your knowledge with us about Cali, Colombia. Mr. D, I wanted to give you a moment to, give us any final thoughts on today's stream or just anything you want the people to know, maybe where you're traveling to next. Just let us know, man.
Well, again, I appreciate y'all. Y'all the goats, because y'all gave out the basics for free.
Yeah, if you caught it, you got it for free. You did.
I saw them earlier streams, and took the notes. But I appreciate y'all.
Mr. D, hold on. Mr. D, you realize how it getting pulled off the internet, the stuff you had saw is now effing up the game because a lot of guys just don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? The impact of it leaving, it sucks. But my bad. Because I just wanted to make that apparent to some of you guys watching. Mr. D has been watching for a while, and he got to see some of the breakdowns and just even the earlier stream. So, but go ahead, Mr. D. Sorry for cutting you off.
Yeah, no. You good. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. Not just YouTube and not just the information, but I appreciate y'all friendship. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
the
sir.
brotherhood. We need more of that. You know what I'm saying? Because we can learn from each other. We can build each other up. We can turn this not just the passport bro movement, but something bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all not just for the information, but y'all friendship, and the brotherhood, So but as far as appreciate you, real talk. As far as the travel, Sasu is next.
Nice.
Okay. That's what's up.
For the big Gans,
Retirement.
Shindig.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to Gaines.
Yeah, shout out to Big Gains. You know what I'm saying? It might be a one and done, but he keeps telling me that, I'm going to keep going back. So we're going to see, and then I got some stuff down the future, but I think I wrote in the chat earlier, Brazil 2025. Behind the scenes, we already know what that's about. So I'm looking forward to that. But just want to leave, the chat and anybody that's watching, I said this on Instagram and it bears repeating. Why stay in a box when God gave you an earth?
That's right. That's right.
So with that being said, y'all brothers have a great night. I'll be there on Wednesday.
Appreciate you, bro. It was unacceptable that you weren't here Saturday. Just to let you know.
I was eating. Listen, I was eating vegan food and enjoying the fight. I had to. I could have came, but I was kind of preoccupied.
Man, you got that family, man. You gotta go kick it with them. I just uploaded the clip of the first time you came up on the panel and was cooking. So I had to re-upload that on the new channel. So I just put that up. It either premiered today or tomorrow. It's premiering sometime. So I just put that one up. So man, appreciate you being a part of the family.
Thanks,
man.
Mr.
You was
D.
there
Thank
from
you.
the beginning. So you always family, and we're happy to have you up here anytime, bro.
I'm happy to be here, bro.
Yes, sir. All right, Mr. D. Well, thank you, man. We'll catch you on the next one.
All right. Y'all have a great night.
You too, brother.
You too.
All right, guys. That was Mr. D, man. We appreciate him definitely being the GOAT, but also just helping us behind the scenes. Shout out to Flexico. Again, guys, don't be shy. If we ever open up the panel again, you guys are certainly welcome to join. Sometimes we'll specify members only or Patreon members only or day one supporters only or whatever, or mods only, whatever we do. But if we say it's an open panel, pull up. Don't be shy. If you have something good to say or even something bad to say, let us know. We'll definitely talk to you. We're not scared to talk to people. Unlike some of these other channels that won't drop the link, we will drop the link. And if we're wrong, or you want to give us some constructive criticism, we'll take it. It is what it is. We invited a hater earlier to come up. He won't come up. He just says a little one-liner, puts a bunch of clown emojis and leaves, but he won't have a discussion. As men, you got to be able to have discussions. It doesn't have to be heated. No one has to be screaming and yelling like Mr. CC. You can have conversations. Yeah, this guy right here in the avatar, this idiot. So you can have conversations that are intelligent and intellectual, and actually, even if they don't lead to anything as far as you agreeing, you can still talk. So anybody that has a problem with us, our content, you think that we're promoting sex tourism or this and that, please come to the panel and tell us where we're wrong. And we'll talk about it. It is what it is. But if you're going to be a hater, it is what it is. That's cool. But we're going to keep putting out the content we put out because we know that it's helping men in the long run. I don't think that just because a guy's going to Colombia and smashing some hookahs, right? He wants to deal with some hookahs.
I want some hookahs.
That he deserves to be deleted, right? Or go to jail. I don't think so.
Yep.
So it is what it is. Did you have anything before we go over the locals?
Nah, man. We
Okay.
could go over everything, close out.
All right, guys, we're gonna close out. It's getting late. I gotta get up early. So does International. Mentuition.locals.com, guys, is where you can see all the behind the scenes footage. You can see a beautiful Afro Colombian like this one with the big booty right here. Yes.
I love big booty Latinas.
This was on Hollywood Beach. I put out a video just recently on Cartagena 102, Hollywood Beach. You guys will get to see this clip along with many others of how the beach looks and how to move properly on the beach, because you got to know how to move.
Gotta know how to move.
All right. I forget her name. I knew her name. She was at Delirium. Big booty. Man, she was fine. Go to Delirium or the beach. You'll probably see her. And don't say I saw you in a video. Just talk to her, guys. All right. Some of you guys, this guy's intuition. They have a clip. Guys,
knock it off.
Yeah. No, where's my sitting sound pipe? Man, knock it off, man.
Man, knock it off.
Just go and have fun, guys.
I split.
You're not going to get
less.
any. You're not going to get any browning points for talking to these girls or saying that they're in a clip.
I've split people for less than that. You hear me? Less. Moms.
All right. So shout out to we gotta let that ride.
I've split people for less than that. You hear me? Less.
Man, Rello has the best sound bites. He really does. He has the number one sound bites at this point.
Yeah.
Like him and Razor. Maybe they're neck and neck. Peso Man was hot at one point, and now Peso Man's kind of like died down.
I don't know. Still, I mean, that's timeless.
I know. Well, it's timeless, but
I want some hawkers.
But the Rellos, man.
Yeah.
I'm not a YouTube dork. I'm really that, bro. Smack the shit out of one of these bitch ass niggas. Moms.
All right, guys. So our patreon.com/mentuition is where you guys can go to sign up to see all of our full uncensored breakdowns. Okay, we take about maybe 20 or 30 minutes and put it up on YouTube. The rest of the hour or 50 minutes of these breakdowns are on Patreon. This is where all the sauce is. The Polynesian sauce, the ketchup, the barbecue sauce, honey mustard, hot honey sauce, all of that is on the Patreon. Okay, patreon.com/mentuition. There's 3 tiers. We have the general admission tier. For $20, you can join. You'll get access to all the breakdowns, 10% off your first month of locals. You'll get exclusive behind the scenes footage, exclusive access to our private community, and Patreon exclusive content. For the $50 tier, our VIP members, shout out to the very important people. You get priority chats on YouTube, access to our members only streams, a list of 300 plus remote jobs, 1 free consultation question answered per month on Patreon direct message, 30% off your locals membership for 3 months, 20% off of consultations, 10% off of merch. And last but not least, shout out to all the big ballers.
It's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker.
You can support us at the highest level at our all access pass, guys. This is where you get 1 free consultation per month. Basically, if you're going to, Brazil, and you're going to, Rio or Salvador or wherever, you might have like 3 or 4 places that International and I have already been, or where you have a lot of information on or we're experts on, and you can book 2 consultations, right? You get 1 per month. So you can do 1 now, 1 next month, and 1 the 3rd month, right? And we'll help you out.
We also have financial consultations. We have consultations if you're trying to work from home. We'll help you set that up and get all taken care of. And like I always say, I got the sauce that nobody has on getting around VPNs, all of that stuff to be able to work from home. Even if you have equipment from your job, you have a computer that you have to take and all that. I got a way to get around all of that stuff and be able to work overseas. So
100%.
You can hit us up for that as well. And me and Steve give great consultations, top of the line, top notch consultations. So
yes, sir. So yeah, guys, 1 free consultation per month, 25% off of additional consultations throughout the month, 50% off of your locals membership for 6 months, access to our personal cell phone numbers, free exclusive member only meetups, VIP access and discounts on our yacht parties, Patreon exclusive discounts on website services, discounts on our tour guides, and 20% off the merch. Also, guys, make sure you join the Discord. The Discord link is in the description below. I need to see more of you guys who are ninja watching that aren't a part of the Discord subscribing, but also joining the Discord, because that is where you can talk amongst yourselves about the show. But also, if you're going to Medi, we just had somebody in the Discord just now saying I'm going somewhere and they're about to meet up. Who was it? I'm about to call y'all out. I'm trying to find out who it was, but basically there was just a conversation like today about, hey, I'm going here. Are you going to be there? Yeah, I'll meet you there. People were literally having full-on conversation. Oh, Petty King and Ark are meeting up somewhere. Okay, so shout out to you guys. See you guys in the Discord. Also, guys, you can support us at the most basic level. Let's say $9.99 is too much for you. $20 a month is too much for you, but you want to support, you guys can become a member of the Mentuition Mafia. Mentuition Mafia is basically joining our YouTube channel as a member. You can join on a desktop or a MacBook by hitting the join button underneath our video box here, and you'll see a place to join. Or if you click our icon and you're on the back end of our website, pause, you will see the subscribe and the join button here. Hit the join button. It'll be $3.99, and you guys can support at that level. It's a bag of chips and a hot dog, guys. Okay, it's easy. Shout out to Dark Side. He said, "Where is her at?"
What's her at?
Which ad are we talking about?
I think he's talking about the chick in the locals.
I don't
think
have her at, actually.
Yeah.
I don't. And typically, Dark Side, though, we don't give out girls' information anyway on here. This is a girl this was what, a month and a half ago, we were in Cartagena. These girls are still there. So go to Cartagena,
hit the beach,
or hit up Delirium. You'll see a lot of these girls. Again, guys, this is a men's channel. We're here to help men the best we can. And this information that we're giving out, not girls' numbers. We're trying to give out people, give out messages to you guys of how to move properly towards a better goal of people not getting scopolamine or kidnapped or just gringo priced. Okay, these girls just so happen to be in my pictures, right, or in my videos, but it's really just to give you an idea of what to expect when you go to the beach, the kind of beauties you'll see. But also there's context to that video or that clip that you saw, Sai. In the breakdowns, I'm using that video to tell you guys, hey, here's what the girls will do on the beach. Here's how they interact with you, right? Here's what you'll see, so on and so forth. All right. It's really a case study. It's not all about, look at this big booty bitch. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. No, yeah, she got some big titties. That's not what kind of channel this is. Yes, we're men, and we're going to talk about that. And if you want to see that debauchery and fun, join the locals. But that's not, like, let's be honest though, guys. Our show isn't centered around like talking, you know what I mean? Like, we're not tits ass. Yeah, she got some big titties, and one time I got some head. We're not talking about that. That's not what it is. We're having serious conversations. We'll veer off sometimes and talk about fat asses, of course.
I love big booty Latinas
because women are distractions, but we try to hit all bases on the channel, if that makes sense. Okay.
Dark Side don't even like chicks like that. He like
wasn't he the one that brought up the Dark Side?
Yeah. You don't need that anyway, Dark Side.
You just be trolling, man.
You need that one chick from the last show.
Yeah.
But shout out to you.
Shout out to Dark Side.
But yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna wind down. Class is dismissed. We appreciate you guys. We'll be back on Wednesday. And I'm gonna upload a video tomorrow of Cartagena 102 with all the clips strung together. Okay, so it'll be one long Cartagena 102, and then starting on Wednesday, tomorrow's Tuesday. So starting on Wednesday, we will be uploading Medellin 101. Okay, the old Medellin, but we're gonna just put it back up on the channel. Okay, and shout out to us, guys. We're at 905 subscribers. We need 95 more. Where are we at?
Yeah.
To get to 1,000,
we need 1,000, and we can get
fully
monetized. Let me see, whatever that fucking means.
Yeah. I don't know.
All our videos get demonetized, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Well, shout out to you guys, man. We appreciate you, and
we're gonna be working on Brazil next. Some of the Brazil stuff. For Patreon, we're gonna do breakdowns. So we got some stuff coming up for that. We'll let you guys know once we start get a little bit closer to that. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yes. All right, guys. Until next time, adios.
Adios. Adios. Adios.